All right, let's get this shit. Let's get this shit. Top of the morning, 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 top. Sorry. Anyway, we're back. Debates, maybe a little bit of makeup. Woo, right? How's everyone doing? How is everyone doing? Are we doing swell? Are we living? Are we doing all right? You guys already know, Cash App, Venmo in the bio, if you want to support me that way. Also, you guys already know, reparations are required. If you are voting for Donald Trump, please hop into the guest request. I'm in a good mood today. I'm in a really good mood today. Last night's live, like, and I feel like obviously like most people didn't see it, but I wanted to talk about it really quickly. Yes, it's this from Forever 21. It's a whole set, by the way. I just want to say, like, last night's live really gave me a lot of solace. And to be honest with you guys, that was the first time in a really long time that I felt seen, and I had people show me empathy for the first time in this career. You know what I mean? Like, what happened to me was a fucking tragedy, and it was the first time that I was allowed to say exactly how I felt and have people be receptive to it. But yeah, of course, pink looks great on me. It's my favorite color. But thank you. Let's go on to the first person, you guys. Before I leave, okay, hi, how old are you?
We need the Muslim ban.
Just ruined the vibes. That was bad. I don't know what that was. That was Antoine, thanks so much for the $5 Cash App. That wasn't even an American. That wasn't even an American. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more debates in.
Hi, good morning.
Yeah, hi, how old are you?
I'm 33.
Cool, are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Excuse me, and why is that?
Well, I don't specifically see Trump as a great person per se. I see myself as a classical Republican. I like John McCain. I like some of what George W. Bush has done in the past. I like Mitt Romney. I think Trump is just somebody that just puts his foot in his mouth a lot. But I think that.
So you're not telling me why you're voting for him, and it sounds like you're not going to vote for him. So why are you voting for someone that you don't like?
Well, because I want I'm a firm believer in efficacy of both Congress and the Senate, and I, as a Republican, would like Republicans to be the majority in both of those branches. So
why?
Well, because I'm a Republican. I want Republican policies to get passed.
What Republican policy?
Well, you might disagree with me, but I'm a firm believer in capitalism, and I believe in the importance of corporations having the amount of money they need to provide resources to their consumers and their workers.
Where's the evidence that Democrats don't also agree?
Well, don't they want? Aren't they on the opposite side of the spectrum where they want to?
No, they're not. Democrats are also capitalists.
Yeah, I know they're also capitalists, but aren't they on the other side of the spectrum where they want to tax corporations more than usual?
Right, that's a good thing.
Well, I don't know. I kind of disagree with that.
Why would you disagree? How can a company have any incentive to better their products without us taxing them and incentivizing competition?
Okay, can you run me that by me again? Sorry.
Yeah, so how can a company like a large corporation, when they get like tax cuts and like if we don't tax them, like how can they? How are we going to be able to like incentivize competition between companies for them to be able to like for them to have like a what's the word that I just used, an incentive to like better their products and better their products for their consumers? How is that going to happen?
Well, if a corporation has more money on hand, they can use that money to better improve the.
You're saying they can use that money, but historically they have not. So I don't know why you're saying this.
Well, they should.
I don't care what they should do. They don't.
Well, I mean, ideally.
So then you disagree with Republican. I don't care about an idealized future. Ideal is a fantasy. Ideal is Cinderella. This is not
So are you
Disney.
saying there's no corporation that spends their money like
I never said that there was no corporation. I'm saying that these large corporations, when we give them tax cuts, I don't give a fuck what they should do. I don't give a fuck that you like assume that corporations have like empathy for their workers and their consumers. But like, no, when you give large tax cuts to these like top companies, this disincentivizes them from one, paying their workers more and improving their products for consumers. Because who gonna check them? Nobody. Right? When there's no other company that's going to be able to compete with them, they have no incentive to better anything about their company.
Well,
but when you do tax them, whatever. So when you do tax them and through this you do incentivize, okay, let me explain this to you. You tax them. They have a less chance of being able to monopolize. When they are unable to monopolize, then other companies are able to compete with them. When other companies are able to compete with them, it incentivizes them to better their product and their company as a whole. So why are you voting for Trump?
Well, like I said, I see the interest in a Republican majority in both the House.
Yeah, but like, why though? Because you can't explain how this is like. You're talking about like how you're pro-capitalist, but this like literally Democrats are advocating for a pro-capitalist society, and you're against that. It just sounds like you want for large corporations to have a monopoly, and I'm confused.
I think that all comes down to your faith in corporations, because you say,
I don't have faith in corporations, and you shouldn't either. If you have faith in a corporation, you're like actually low IQ.
Okay, so you don't have faith in capitalism then? I mean, isn't that the whole idea of capitalism?
You're not supposed to have faith in capitalism either. You don't need faith for these things. Why the fuck would you need faith for a capitalist society?
So
why are you using that word?
Capitalist society.
Why are you using that word? Faith in what? What would you need faith for?
Well, because I told you that
it either works or it doesn't.
Okay, well, I told you that it was in the best interest of corporations to have more money on hand so they can use that money to improve quality of life for the workers.
They don't, but products. They don't though. But they don't though.
But you're saying they don't. I mean, there's no evidence that all of them.
I don't give a fuck if all of them don't. Like, why are you changing the goalposts here?
That's just like saying,
obviously there is not a single statement that is going to apply to all people. Do you know that?
Yeah.
There's not a single statement that is going to apply to all things, but there is historical significance to the fact that when we give these companies more money, they do not improve on shit. They reinvest into their own companies, and then the middle class suffers. I don't know where you're getting this from. You're saying like, why? What is this? What are you doing? Who are you and why? George, thank you so much for the sub.
Well, you're arguing that we shouldn't do something because a bad thing can happen. So like that's
no, it's not a bad thing can happen. This is what happened. Trump already did this and exploded the national deficit. Where were you the past 4 years?
No, we're not talking about that. We're talking about
no, we're talking about the fact that this has already happened. We're talking about the fact that Republicans in the past have tried trickle-down economics, and no, it caused inflation and people were literally going broke. All while the top 1% were funneling their money back into themselves. So where's the evidence that like this is going to be a good thing for our economy?
I mean, in practice, ideally, if the
I don't give a fuck about ideally. That is not a real thing. That's not a thing. That's not a real thing in politics. Idealizations are not a real thing in politics. Idealizations are not a real thing in economy. Ideal I don't give a fuck. I don't care. That's not a thing. I don't know why you're living in fairy tale land. That's not a thing.
I think
ideally is not an answer. Reality is the answer. Ideally, trickle-down economics should work. But what requires for trickle-down economics to work is for the top 1% to have empathy for the middle class. But they historically do not. Ideally, trickle-down economics works. Did it work? No, the fuck it didn't. Use the word ideally again, and I'm kicking you from the fucking live. I don't care about idealism. I care about reality.
Okay, so the thing is, I think we both agree that there are corporations that mismanage their capital, but that's not how it's supposed to be.
I'm not talking about I don't give a fuck about what it's supposed to be. I'm talking about what it is, and the type of policy that you're referring to makes it worse.
Okay, so what should we do to fix that?
By taxing them more to incentivize competition. I just told you this 3 times.
Okay, if we tax them more, wouldn't that...
No, it doesn't. No, and I told you this again.
Well,
this is going to be the third time that I said this to you. Okay?
I didn't finish my question. If we tax them more, wouldn't that lower wages?
No, it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. And again, that's why I interrupted you, because I knew what you were going to ask, and I already gave you the answer to that 3 fucking times, okay? When you tax the ultra wealthy and you tax these higher up companies, it disincentivizes them from being able to form a monopoly. Wages go down because companies are able to monopolize. Because if you have a monopoly over a particular industry, who's going to check you? Name them. Name who's going to check them.
Who's going to check the corporations?
Right. When you have a monopoly over a particular industry, who's going to check you?
Well, I'm not sure who would be in charge.
Exactly. It's called nobody. Nobody's going to be able to check you because you have cornered the market. So that means you get to set the precedent and the prices for everything, including how much people get paid. That's why monopolies are bad. Right? So when you tax these corporations and they are unable to form monopolies, this incentivizes competition between these corporations. And competition always leads to improvement. Because when one corporation sees that another corporation is paying their workers less, that corporation is going to be incentivized to pay their workers more. Competition helps the economy, as well as the fact that it lessens the fact that people are going to be working in less than ideal working situations. This is a historical thing. I don't understand what you're missing here. That's the point of Kamala Harris's policies, is to incentivize competition between businesses.
Okay, I can understand that. I mean,
so then why are you voting for Trump if you understand that?
Well, like I said, you said you were going to kick me, but it's my.
I said if you use the word ideal like a fucking Disney princess, I'm going to kick you from the live, because that's not reality. I don't care to have a conversation with someone who lives in a fucking Disney idealist, fucking maladaptive daydream version of reality. That's not a thing. Ideally, things should work, but they don't. I don't care about an idealized society.
Okay, fair enough. So you believe that trickle-down economics is a broken system.
It always was a broken system. That is proven.
Well, and you're saying who's going to check it? What if we put something in place to check the trickle-down economic system working properly?
So you're going to say that we should put in legislation to make sure that the extra money that companies get goes to the worker?
Yeah, so what if the government monitored the finances of the corporations?
So riddle me this. Someone owns a company. How in the world that does not have any contradictions with the Constitution, how is that possible?
How is it possible to monitor the finances of a corporation?
You can monitor the finances of a corporation all you want. How are you going to enforce it?
Well, I mean, if a corporation isn't, well, I mean,
it's called taxes. Oh, it's called taxes.
Okay, fair enough.
It's called taxes. So why are you voting for Donald Trump?
Okay, well, a lot of people were saying it before. I was in, I think, Alina's live or something, and I don't
know who that is.
Yeah, it was another person, but I was talking to them about this subject, and they brought something up about him being accused of rape. I've never heard this before. Okay, I'm not on the news that often. Okay, it's a very busy news cycle. It's election season. This is my first time hearing about it, and I just want to make sure that's true, because if it's true, then I can't in good conscience vote for him. Mm-hmm. I only heard of it briefly. I
don't know what you're talking about. Heard about what? I don't know what you're talking about.
That he's a rapist.
Oh yeah, he is. He was found legally liable in a civil court. Also, like, if that's not bad enough for you, he told a 10-year-old that he'd be dating her in 10 years. Like a 10-year-old, like a dead ass. It was recorded.
What?
Yeah, and then he also said in a secretly recorded conversation that, like, he sexually abuses women, that he doesn't even wait for consent, that he just does it. And the reason that he does it is because he's famous, and that women just let him do it because he's famous. But yes, in terms of like an actual court case, yes, he was found legally liable for the sexual abuse of E. Jean Carroll. I implore you to look it up. They actually had to change a law. Right? Because, one, he refused to give his DNA because she had a dress that allegedly had his semen on it. They refused to give his DNA. He refused to give his DNA, but also, and also, thank you for having morals.
I mean, I can't in good conscience vote for that. I appreciate people are calling me ignorant. I don't honestly.
And you don't need to. You don't need to look at me real quick. On a serious note, I know I've been bitchy. On a serious note, you can go look at the court documents yourself. They had to change a law, right? Because, one, he refused to give his DNA, right? And two, they were able to prove that he, at the very least, digitally penetrated her. They had to change a law for what constitutes as rape because of this, right? So I think it's really important for you to go and look at these documents and go and look at this case. And I just want to remind you, legally liable is guilty, okay? But even if that is not enough for you, there are many other things that this man has said that if you indeed do have good conscience, you should not vote for him just off of that precedent. I just want to say, like, as a Republican, what you're saying is fine. Okay, you as a Republican wanting a Republican majority, me saying that that's wrong is fucked up, because I'm a Democrat and I want a Democratic majority. We both have an idea of where we want this country to go, and we just have different ways of doing it. And that's okay, right? That's okay, right? But here's the thing. As a Republican, if you vote for Kamala Harris, you can still be a Republican. But what you can do is hold your party accountable and take it back as a whole. You can hold your party accountable for propping up a criminal. Bring back old Republicans. I like old Republicans. Bring back Mitt Romneys. Bring them back. I miss the days where I could, in good faith, be friends with a Republican, where Democrats could marry Republicans. I want those days back. Okay? And if you want to work towards that kind of future, where Republicans and Democrats are back to arguing about taxes, please do that. But you cannot do that if you are voting for Donald Trump. You are voting for a very different future if you vote for Donald Trump. Now, you can vote for Kamala Harris for this one election, and then if another Republican comes along, you vote for them. I'm cool with you. But as long as they are not a criminal and sexual abuser, I'm cool with you. This has nothing to do with Democrats and Republicans. This has everything to do with Democrats and white nationalists. We're on the same side. Democrats and Republicans are on the real Republicans are on the same side. This is not supposed to be how the party looks.
Well, I always just saw Trump as just some racist idiot who always says stupid stuff, but never actually can go through with it, either because he just decides not to or because people stop him. And the way I saw it is okay, I'll hold my nose and vote for him, and then we'll get through these 4 years, and then we can work on passing policies that I would agree with.
But I think you should also hold your party accountable, though. You do realize that I understand. I'm not blaming you. I'm just saying that with this new information, and I'm going to give you some extra ones. Like for example, do you agree that we have a border crisis right now?
No.
You don't agree? Why don't you agree?
Because, I mean, honestly, we have all the checks and balances in place to deal with illegal crossings. We have ICE, we have the courts, we have the asylum system. I think that it's way overblown.
Well, I agree with you, right? But there is actually a crisis going on. Not necessarily with illegal crossings, but with specifically the asylum system. There are people who are crossing the border and applying for asylum when they are not actually asylum seekers. Asylum seekers are specifically for people who are being prosecuted who are being prosecuted by their country. 80% of these people get rejected. But because our system is being overloaded, obviously that is causing some tensions and issues specifically at the border. Would you understand that? Would you agree with that?
Yeah, it's a broken system. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. So Democrats and real Republicans, right? Democrats and real Republicans drew up a bill, passed and sent it to the House, right? Donald Trump, who is quite literally at this point the leader of what is left of the Republican Party, shot down the bill. And do you know why that is?
I think it was because he wanted to politicize the issue and leave the border in a worse state so he can run on it.
And that's exactly why. Do you think that's a moral thing for a presidential candidate to do? To let people to let the American people be in danger just so he can win an election?
No, and I didn't want him to be the nominee. I voted for Nikki Haley. I wanted her to.
That's good. That's fine.
Yeah, and so Trump became the Republican nominee, and Haley endorsed Trump, so I decided to just hold my nose and okay, I'll vote for him. And people are calling me ignorant, my head in the sand, but honestly, I'm not politically engaged as you.
Oh, these people, neither are they. They can't read. Look at me. Look, a lot of these people don't know how many branches of government there are. A lot of people don't even know how many continents there are and which one they're on right now. Okay, so that's not even. Don't worry about them. Worry about what we're talking about. It is okay as a Republican, as a true Republican, to hold your party accountable and realize that they have fully fallen away from what they actually are. It is. Well,
I'm looking at it now. The E. Jean Carroll case. No, I'm not going to vote for him. He was found civilly liable of this case, so it's not even up in the air. He was found guilty of this.
And look, let me tell you something.
I can't vote for that.
You ain't down. And let me tell you something. You don't have to like Kamala. You don't. You can hate her fucking guts. Okay? You cannot like her. But you can take these 4 years on the chin, and when a next Republican candidate comes on, and they're not Donald Trump, and they're not pushing the same racist, pro-rapist, pro-white nationalist rhetoric, vote for them. I don't even give a fuck if you vote third party. I don't even care. But remember that as a real Republican, if you are the party of law and order, you ought to hold them accountable. You ought to be able to say that you should not be able to run this.
Be controlled by the House and the Senate. You saw how it was the 4 years he was president. He was just a clown. Everyone controlled him, and he wasn't able to do any of his stupid ideas because there were checks and balances in there to stop him.
Yeah. But I think it's still important for not only, for us to have these checks and balances, but also to have a level of respect that we maintain on the global stage. And we were not able to maintain that while Donald Trump was president. A person who kisses up to dictators, a person who's a sexual abuser, a person who is endorsed by white nationalists should not be able to be anywhere near the Oval Office. And so, look, I hope you look more into Donald Trump. I hope you look more into what he's done. I can even shoot me a DM. I can send you my sources on literally all of the racist shit that he's done over the years. And I can send you more insight, the referendum from the judge on that case. I can send you all of this, but please vote for Kamala Harris, and I really hope that
I think I will, because, like I said, I thought he was just an idiot who said stupid shit, and the case of grape is enough for me. I'm not voting for that. So okay. I live in Florida, and so I'll vote for Kamala Harris. And maybe, I don't know if that'll have an effect or not, because it's a pretty red state. But you know, you never know.
I think what's going on.
The way I saw, like, just in my defense, because people are saying he's racist. I know he's a racist. I don't agree with any of the stupid crap he's saying. I'm voting like as a Republican. I'm voting for like a Republican victory, not a Trump victory. And I see him as what was I saying? I saw it as like, okay, let's let MAGA burn itself out. Like, let's let them burn themselves out for 4 years. Let Trump be like a lame duck or whatever. Let the Republicans control him, and then he won't be able to go again. But if you know, after figuring this out, I'm not gonna like. It makes me sick to my stomach that I even thought of voting for someone that would do that to a woman. So I can't do that.
Okay, well, yeah.
So, I mean, I appreciate you guys telling me that. I don't look at the news that often. I look at a headline here and there, and it's actually pretty crazy that they never talk about it in the circles that I'm in. So I don't understand how that many people are okay with that.
I appreciate you and your due diligence. I really do. I was a bitch early on, but you seem like a cool guy. So
no, it's okay. It's a debate. It's all right.
I appreciate you though. I really do, and I feel like Florida is a very red state, but I feel like there is a significant silent majority going on in Florida. I would not be surprised if they flipped in this election. So I do appreciate you. So if you ever want to continue talking in DMs, feel free to message me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thanks for having me on. Of
course. Thank you so much. Be safe, man.
Thanks. You too.
Well, sweet guy. I keep saying this. Republicans are not MAGAs. It's not the same party. It's not the same thing. Hi, how old are you?
26.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
I am.
Why is that?
So I definitely agree with holding people accountable, but I think also in the sense where you keep saying holding accountability also applies to Kamala.
It's Kamala.
Kamala.
It's not the same thing. Names don't have multiple pronunciations. It's one. You might as well just call her the fucking N-word. Like, this is exactly the type of person.
Okay, that's extensive.
Just so you know.
No.
You don't get to tell a black person what's racist and what's not racist, okay? Shut your fucking mouth. Let's cut that out. Cut that the fuck out. Okay? You can't even say her fucking name correctly. Are you kidding me? You only do this for black people. Don't piss me off. Anyway, this is the type of maggot that you should not be letting be represented in politics. These are the people that I'm talking to who can't even show her basic human respect. This is weird. This is fucking weird. Because y'all pronounce Oppenheimer and Buttigieg without a fucking missed beat. Okay? All right, Samantha? Let's chill out. It's Kamala. It's really not that deep. Okay, you cannot be this insubordinate.
Okay. Okay. It's...
Okay. Anyway, it's Kamala. Don't victimize yourself, because you were already racist off the rip.
I was not. You were. You
don't get to determine
all the time.
And you should have more self-respect for yourself then. Because your name is Samantha. Samantha.
You know my last name?
What is your last
name?
I don't see your last name. What's your last name? I promise you I can say it.
My last name is on the chat, on the live.
Vernon?
Exactly.
Is that how you pronounce it?
No.
How do you pronounce it then?
Vernay.
Okay, Vernay.
Okay.
You see how I locked in immediately and didn't go Vermin, Vernert? No, I just said Vernay.
Okay, listen.
You just got ate the fuck up. Oh my God, you see these people? Like, what? You could have just said it's French. Anyway, say Kamala or else I'm gonna fucking kick you. Like, please, like basic human respect, please. I beg, okay? Basic human respect, Vernay.
Okay.
Okay.
That's back to the point.
This was the point. We're already on it. So why are you voting for the rapist?
You want to, hold accountability.
Yeah.
So she has been a VP for 4 years. And what has she done?
What is the job of vice president right now? Name the 3 jobs of vice president right now.
Literally anything. Anything that has to be.
I'm sorry. This is why you guys have to be voting for Trump, because you genuinely want for presidents and vice presidents.
There are people.
That's your fault, baby. Like, you have to be. This is why you're voting for a dictator, because you guys genuinely think that like she's a dictator and that Joe Biden is a dictator, and she's not, and he's not. Like, we have checks and balances. She literally cannot do everything and anything. That's literally not how that works. That's never been how that worked since the Constitution was like penned and dotted. That's never been how that worked. So, like, Miss Vernay, what are the 3 jobs of the vice president? I'm going to go ahead and tell you. The 3 jobs of the vice president will be 1, to be an advisor for the president to some degree. 2, be a tie-breaking vote. And 3, be present if the president of the United States is found to be unable to continue his presidency, particularly if they pass away. So can you tell me what Kamala Harris could have ever done in her time as vice president? Because I need you to realize something. She is not president. She's running for president. Okay? She's running for president. She is still a part of Biden's staff. She
and
can't.
I understand that she's a part of
no,
Biden's
you
staff
don't,
at
because
this
you
point.
just
I do.
no, you don't. No, you don't, because you just made an argument.
If you want to have a mature conversation, then
Samantha, you can even pronounce your fucking name right. Let's know your place. Second of all, no, you don't, because if you knew what the job of the vice president was, then you would know that she wouldn't be able to do anything, and you wouldn't have answered my question in the way that you did. So tell me what she was supposed to do. What a vice president with no legal power is supposed to do.
So in this case, I understand that there are certain jobs that you feel that a vice president could be doing. And
name
yes,
one.
That's their job title and that's their job description.
Name one.
But they have been controlling Biden since the beginning.
Oh my goodness. Name one, Samantha. Name one job.
What do you mean name one job?
I said
you
to name. I said name
for everybody.
Right, then say what I said.
To be the deciding vote if there was a tie, to take over the presidency in particular cases, as you said, if the president were to pass away. And to advise.
Right. So what is Kamala Harris supposed to do for you?
She literally could have done anything. Just because that's a job description does not mean that's what's happening.
That's literally what's happening.
Name that's what's fucking happening.
Miss Vernay, can you please name it?
Joe Biden can't even go in front of people without a fucking note card to tell them what to say.
Everyone goes up in a speech with note cards. Everyone does that. Every politician does that. You're not supposed to not do that. You have particular topics that you're supposed to.
So you're telling me that the gas prices in this country are okay. You're telling me that the
gas prices are at pre-pandemic levels. Gas prices are at pre-pandemic levels, baby. Just because you buy 4 liters of beer whenever you go grocery shopping doesn't mean that shit is expensive.
Jobs away from American people are okay.
Who is doing that? Who is doing that?
That is what happened since Biden has come into this office.
By who? By who?
What do you mean by who? Stopping American jobs, producing
who? Who are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
This is
can I get some owl emojis?
You are.
What the fuck? Yo, can I get some owl emojis in the chat? Who are you talking about? You're like, who? Who are you talking about?
The way that the country is right now with her as VP,
what is she supposed to do as vice president? What do you want her to do?
She literally could have done everything.
Name one thing she could have done. Name one thing you would have want her to do. My sister in Christ.
VP, as VP, you think that she had no control in anything that Biden was doing?
The Constitution literally bars her from being able to do that.
If you truly believe that, you are actually delusional.
It is illegal. The Constitution.
You are delusional. You don't think that our government is fucking corrupt?
The Constitution. She can't do anything. She's legally barred.
She could do nothing.
Yes,
you truly believe that.
Constitutionally, she can't do anything.
You are actually
Samantha,
crazy.
Please, Samantha. Okay, so just tell me what you want her to do. What did you want her to do?
So you think that everything that she said over the course of her time as VP, saying that they're going to take guns away, going on all these things,
she didn't say this.
All these things
Samantha. She didn't say any of this as VP. She's saying this as someone who is running for president. She's not saying that she's going to do this as vice president. She's saying that she's going to do this when she becomes president. Those are two different things. She is the current sitting vice president and also running for president. Those are two different things, Sam. Those are two different things. Okay? So, can you please answer my question? What do you prefer her to do? What do you want her to do? Tell me one job.
As you said, she could have advised Biden on certain things that were going on.
To do what?
What do you mean to do what?
Advise him on what?
Any decision that has been made.
Samantha, advised on what?
Them.
On what? What do you want her to say?
Oh my
fucking God! Miss Bernay!
Oh my fucking God! Yeah, you're literally so dumb. Everything
that has happened in this country. I'm asking you questions.
No, because you won't let me speak.
I've been letting you speak the entire time. I didn't even interrupt you.
God damn! All you do is yell.
You keep pausing for like 30 minutes at a time. How am I supposed to know that you were still talking?
Okay, for all of these jobs. All of these things that have happened over the course of the last 4 years.
Which jobs? Being taken by who? You're being vague. I don't know what you're talking about.
All of the oil in this company in which we were trying to be America
all of the oil
built,
in this company in being America build? What are you talking about? What are you saying to me right now? Miss Vernay, can you please be for real? Okay, so let's stick on one topic. All right, let's try to lock it.
Let's stick on one topic.
All right, Miss Samantha Vernay.
I'm gonna go back to the point.
Samantha Vernay. Okay, so let's first talk about jobs, okay? Because it seems like you can't stay on one topic. Okay, so what about jobs do you disagree with in this country?
So, going back to when Kamala was in...
It's Kamala Harris, Miss Berman.
I'm sorry. I apologize. Going back to that, she was in a debate where she said that she was going to ban all of the oil fracking, which is...
A debate with who? Mike Pence?
It could have been a debate, or it could have been where she was campaigning in a specific
Those
state,
are two very distinct things. I watched the entire debate with her and Mike Pence. If you don't know, just let's not cite it.
She went back to saying that she was going to ban all of oil fracking, which is all of Pennsylvania's main income as a state.
Have you been aware of the political sphere within the past week? Drew, thanks so much for the $3 Venmo. Also, you guys, cash a Venmo in the bio. Have you? You do. She did it. You know what? Actually, Miss Sam, she did say that. She did say that. So, what is her stance currently?
within the last week.
So what her?
I live in the state of Florida,
so within her,
I'm
so
completely without
one
internet
second.
until today.
Actually, you're lying. Okay, you had. She said
I'm
this.
lying.
She said this years ago. You not knowing this is your fault. Okay, so here's what actually happened. She has not changed her stance on fracking. Okay, she is still anti-fracking, but during her time as vice president, she saw that we can still get the same positive outcomes of which she wanted, even without banning fracking. She said this recently, a couple weeks ago, in her interview, okay? She said that despite her thank you, Luan, for the $11. She said that despite her own personal beliefs, she acknowledges that the American people want fracking and that she sees that she can still get exactly what she wanted and still have fracking. And this is reflected in the legislation in which she helped pass, because we are fracking more than we ever have under Joe Biden, than we ever had at any point in American history. Did you know that, Miss Vernay?
No, I didn't. I'll be completely honest.
Okay. Did you know that we are at our most energy independent we've ever been, Miss Vernay?
So if we're the most
I asked you a yes or no question, Miss Vernay.
And I'm not going to answer with a yes or no because there's more to that.
Okay, so here's how answers work. You can start with a yes or no and then explain. If you disagree, you say no and then explain. If you agree, you say yes and then explain.
No, I do not agree, because if we were more energy efficient, then why are there the amount of electric and utility increases over 57%?
What are you talking about?
State?
Electric and utility increases? What are you saying to me?
You're saying that we're more
what the hell are you
energy
talking
efficient.
about, man?
The gas is up by almost 100%.
Gas prices are up by 100. No, Sam. Gas prices are up by almost 100%. How is that even possible?
Yeah.
How is that even? Source that up right now.
How?
With your ass. Hey, girl.
Gas
Hey,
you
hey,
can
girl.
literally get for $1.80 a gallon with President Trump.
Girl, too much. That's too much. Source that up right now. Oh, whoops. Ma'am?
Do you believe that in this country that people can afford to live?
Yes. Ma'am?
You do?
Yeah. Ma'am? Can you provide me the source that gas is up 100%?
If I was paying $1.89 for gas with President Trump, and then now I'm paying $3.40,
honey, you were paying that much because of Obama. Okay. Also, presidents do not control gas prices. OPEC does. It is a national thing, not just a presidential thing. Okay. How?
That's because what is the price since they have been in office.
Samantha, gas prices under Joe Biden are at pre-pandemic levels. How is it possible?
Sorry, you were saying I got a phone call.
How is it? Gas right now is at pre-pandemic levels. How is it possible that things are going to shit? How is that possible? How is it possible that gas prices are up 100%?
Directly control these prices.
No, they do not. That's impossible. How? What policy? Please, I'm not even going to do this.
All you do is sit here and gaslight. Like how am I
gaslighting you by asking you to prove what you're saying? I'm just asking you what policy? What policy? Sam, this is ridiculous. Please, Samantha, please, Miss Vernay. What it sounds like to me is that you are just regurgitating the same like talking points that you've heard, because it seems like you are genuinely, because it seems like you are genuinely 5 years in the past intellectually. Like, this is not I think even you know that you don't know what you're talking about right now. I'm not even trying to insult you.
That I don't know what I'm talking about.
I'm not even trying to insult you. You don't know what you're talking about. You're saying that gas is up 100%. By what metric is that even possible? What are the prices of if gas prices are at $3 right now, Kayla, I think someone's put a $10. If gas prices are at $3 and stop talking, Miss Burnett, stop talking. And gas prices were $1.80. How in the Sam hell can $3 be 100% increase to $1.80? Am I tweaking? Am I tweaking, Chad?
So, just for reference, it's really nice that you get to mute somebody when you're having a conversation.
Oh my god! Oh my god! You were interrupting me.
So,
oh, honey, I used to debate in person. I really would. I really would. People hated me in high school, baby. They hated my ass in high school because I definitely did do this in person. Okay, ask around. Ask around. They hated seeing me coming. The fuck?
So
don't ever try to check me like that.
In the last 4 years, this country has gone down so significantly. So significantly.
By what metric? What do you mean by this?
What do you mean?
Where has it gone down? What do you mean? You're being vague. What do you mean by this?
People in our generation cannot even own a home anymore.
Right. And so what is Trump's policy regarding how to help people get homes? Why do you
believe that in the last 4 years that what is
this
going
is not
on
a recent
right now?
Samantha, this is not a recent 4-year problem. People not being able to afford homes has been a problem since I was in middle school.
I could have afforded a home 4 years ago.
Sam, there was a literal housing crisis 4 years ago. Okay? So unless you're making $400,000 a year, Sam, you cannot, also be struggling to buy groceries and also be able to buy a home. You are not her. Okay? That's literally impossible because there was still a housing crisis 4 years ago.
There are.
And also, if you could buy a house 4 years ago, why didn't you?
Because I was also 19 at the time, and
19-year-olds can buy homes.
Future in that sense.
19-year-olds can buy homes. Okay, then.
And I understand.
Anyway,
that,
you're lying. It's because you're lying. Sam, it's because you're lying. Anyway,
I'm not lying.
Sam, it's because you're lying. Okay, Sam?
No, it's not. I have a 5-year-old son.
I guess? Anyway.
I got pregnant at 19.
Damn.
I strived. I worked. I saved my money.
Anyway,
I
Sam!
did whatever I had to do. No, let me finish talking.
And yeah,
you're so inconsiderate and rude.
How are you going to be 19, have a child, and then also be able to buy a house? You made yourself a statistic.
I made myself a statistic.
Yes. How do you have a child at 19, were also able to buy a home, but you also had to pay for a child?
Because I worked and what
job did you? Okay, so now you're paying an extra $3,000 for daycare at 19.
If you believe that daycare is $3,000, it's not.
They're $3,000 in Philly. So how much was your daycare?
My daycare was $125 a week for a 3-month-old.
$125 a week? And so what were you doing for work when you were 19?
I was a bartender.
Girl, you were not buying no fucking house. You were not buying a fucking house. You had
so I was able to stay home for 9 months.
Do not piss me off, bro. You were able to stay home for 9 months because your job wasn't supporting you anyway. You had parents. You were in high school.
I did not. I stayed home for 9 months with my son with my money.
So wait a minute. You talk about my life. You didn't even have
my fuck.
Sam, you brought it up. Stop yelling. If you did not have parental support, you were working as a bartender, had to pay $120 a week, and then also had child expenses, you weren't buying a fucking house, okay? You were not buying a house. That was never going to happen. Never going to, like, you're not buying a house and you work as you survive off of tips. You're not buying a house. If you would have said you were like a nursing assistant, I would have got that. But a fucking bartender? How much you got paid that week and how much you were able to buy your son clothes was dependent on whether or not people liked you. Stop. You weren't buying a fucking house. You're lying. There was a housing crisis 4 years ago as well. And then also you live in Florida. Girl, I didn't mean to crash out like that, but like, stop. Please stop. You had no child health care. You likely had government benefits. You were unless it was like super low income housing, you were not buying a house. In Florida? Yeah, no. Seafront property, my ass, okay? Anyway.
Can I speak now?
We can get off of that, okay?
Can I speak now?
Yes, of course.
Okay. So first of all, now you want to shame me. Now
I'm not shaming you.
On me. You are.
I'm not shaming you, baby. No. I'm sure you're an amazing mother. I'm not. No, Samantha, you just said that I was shaming you. Samantha,
because you're sitting here. Yeah.
I'm not shaming you.
Speak? Please just let me speak.
But don't say that I'm shaming you. I'm telling you that at the financial.
Please let me speak.
Sam, 1 second. At the financial situation that you're at right now, that you were at when you were 19, you were not buying a home. Unless you had big daddy money, you were not buying a fucking home. Me saying that you were not buying a home and that you having a child and having to pay $120 a week and then also stop talking, Sam. And then you also being a bartender having to live off of tips, that is the reality. You finding shame in that is not my fault. That is you. There is no shame in acknowledging that you could not make enough to buy a house. But do not come up here and fucking lie that at 19 with a child working as a bartender, you could buy a house. This is not the 1920s. Cut it out.
Can I speak
now? Do
now?
not spread misinformation like that on my live. You were not fucking doing that.
Can I please speak now?
Now you can speak, but do not ever try to misconstrue what I said.
So, as I said, I was a 19-year-old mother. I was a bartender. I was making plenty of money because I worked in a good area. I was not in a crap area.
How much did you make a week?
In a week, well over $1,000.
Girl.
I worked right across the street from a golf course that did not have a country club.
It's okay, baby. It's okay, baby. So what was your yearly salary?
You cannot believe me. That's fine.
I'm not saying that I don't believe you. That's fully possible.
Okay. So I was in that situation and I didn't think about the future because I never thought it would go this way. I now have a career.
This doesn't mean that you were able to buy a house.
For the government.
And you still can't buy a house?
No. They will. I do. In the state of Florida, we do not get paid enough to meet the inflation.
Okay. And if you don't get paid, and then how are you able? Then how? That's literally.
I rent my home now, and I work for the government. I do not get paid enough to meet the inflation.
What was the average price?
Homes in Florida that are normally probably $200,000 to $250,000 that are going for $700,000 on the market.
Oh, you can show me that right now in the 4 years.
I'll take my parents' home for example. My parents' home is $198,000 brand new.
Okay.
And my parents' home is now worth $575,000. Does that make sense? Make it make sense.
You mean to tell me when they first bought it to how much it is now?
2012.
From 2012 to how much it is now?
Yeah.
What area do they live in?
Bradenton.
Bradenton? What is the average cost of home in Bradenton? Also, working as a bartender, you still not buying a fucking house. If you work for the fucking government right now, you still can buy a house. Girl, that's your fault. 12 years also is a long time for inflation.
That's really also, not my fault.
It is. Anyway, so the average price
of Florida.
Damn. Anyway, so the average price of a home in, let me see. Sorry. What year? Oh yeah, let's see. So you wanted to buy a home. How much would you need in 2020 to buy a home?
To buy a home in 2020? Mm-hmm. You have the down payment of at least probably $20,000.
Let's see. Between 1980 and 2020, the median home sales increased by 400%. Typical home price in 2020 was $400,000. Let me see. Typical value of family homes in Florida in 2024, $215,000. I guess that's on a lower scale. So it's between 200,000 and 400,000.
And I can tell you right now that that is not true because I literally live here.
Girl, anyway, so tell me about these.
Here.
Girl, tell me about these fucking jobs. Stop buying shit that you don't fucking need, okay? Because clearly, if you're working for the government and you're still suffering,
that I don't fucking need. That's not even true.
If you're working for the government and you're still suffering, I don't know how to help you, baby. Okay, so either way, still ain't got shit to do with the president.
You just want to
say I didn't say anything. No one cares. Either way, obviously now there are still housing in fucking
you just
Florida
talk over people the whole time. You don't even let people say anything. You interrupted me. No, you sit here and have interrupted me the whole entire time.
I literally didn't though. I would ask you a question and then you would go silent.
Gaslighting is crazy.
That's not gaslighting. You're just lying.
No, the whole time that we have been on this, you have literally talked over me the whole entire time.
Literally fucking no. You interrupt me when I'm fucking talking.
That's crazy.
I will ask you, Sam, stop talking. I will ask you questions and then you will go silent. Like, please, be fucking for real. And either way, even if we both interrupted each other, you've been spouting bullshit on my live for 10 minutes straight. Okay? So what jobs are you talking about? Because you work for the government and you still can't fucking afford a home. And that's no tea, no shade.
Take that up with your fucking government that you want in office.
I don't live in the same state as you. We don't have those problems over here. So I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe take it up with your local government and the fact that they don't pay you enough.
No, it's because of the bullshit that has gone on that makes this country
Take it up with your governor. Then name them. Name it right now. Name all of the things right now. Name all of the things right now
that make this country unlivable.
Yeah, that make it so that you work for the government. You have one child, presumably, and you still can't afford a home. Tell me what it is. Tell me what it is that you cannot take up with your governor right now. That the president has control over. Tell me right now.
Because all these northern states also want to move to the state of Florida because of the corrupt government that goes on up
No,
the
the fuck they don't. We subsidize your state. Why the fuck would we ever want to go down there? There's a reason we're up here in the first place.
You think that no one moves down here?
What is the issue?
The amount of people that have moved to the state of Florida.
Actually, the reason people move to southern states is because you're cheaper than us up here. You are cheaper. That's the problem. The problem is that you are cheap as dirt. I went to fucking Houston a couple months ago. Thank you so much for the fireworks. That's why northern people are moving all the way down to southern states, and it's hiking up your prices because we have so much goddamn money and it's cheap down there. I spent 4 days in Houston and spent $3,000 because shit down there is dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. Dirt cheap. What are you talking about? What the fuck? I spent $3,000 because it was so goddamn cheap. I couldn't even fill my suitcase. Be for real. Be fucking for real. So name me the problems that the fucking president of the United States must be able to solve, and then that you cannot take up with your governor. Tell me, please, I beg.
Oh my God, you got money.
Thank you so much for the fireworks. Can you, Samantha, please click the mic at the bottom of your screen.
So you want me to name the problems, and I've literally already said that this country.
You did not.
Is
You're being
unlivable.
vague.
No, I'm not. The housing is ridiculous. Groceries are ridiculous.
Okay, so what does that have to do with the president or Kamala and not your state governor?
It's not just Florida. It's everywhere.
I
People
know
are
what you're
moving
saying.
Out of
What
New
is
York
your
to move to Florida because it's cheaper than New York? Yes, I agree.
Exactly.
I
So
agree,
what is the
and yet here is making it more expensive.
Exactly.
For people in
That's
Florida
what I
who've
just
already lived
said.
here to live.
Sam, that is what I just said. People in the north who make more money are coming to the south because it's dirt cheap to them down there.
Okay.
So
no.
tell me
Can I
how
finish?
this is an issue with the president, with the president and not your governor. You just repeated what I just said. I just said that. So how is this an issue with the president and not the governor? Tell me.
Can I finish?
Sam, we've been talking for 15 minutes. Please, I beg.
It's all of the United States, everywhere. States that are more expensive to live in are getting more expensive.
I just said this.
So then those states move to Florida, and the people who live in Florida now can no longer afford to live because all these people have northern jobs.
Said this.
It's not dirt cheap here for people who have lived in Florida for years.
No, did I
you
not
did
just
not. Stop.
I literally just said that. I literally just said
lived
that.
in Florida for years can no longer afford to live because the people from the north have moved here.
I literally just said that. I literally just said that. I even gave you my own, I thought about genuinely, because things in Texas are so cheap, I thought about moving down there. My friend has a 2-bedroom apartment for $1,400. To me from Philly, that is dirt cheap. Okay? That is dirt cheap for someone from Philly. I literally went down there and genuinely thought about moving down there. That is how cheap that is, okay? To me. And I literally just said to you, because we are willing to spend this amount of money, it is going to hike up the prices for you. I quite literally just said that. I literally just said that. But then again, Sam, I'm asking you, how is this an issue with the president of the United States and not your governor? How? What are you talking about? You're talking about two different sets
to live
of political
in Houston
jobs.
Is too expensive, and the prices are raising in Florida are too expensive. What's the common denominator? It's a federal
your governor.
system.
No, it's your governor. Oh my God. I cannot.
All you do is just yell, but you're not listening to your own thoughts.
I'm not just yelling. I'm just a very passionate person.
Nationwide.
No, it's going from north to south. Get it right. You guys are not leaving. You don't have the money to leave. And people from the north have the money to leave.
I quite literally just explained that it's a nationwide issue, and you still want to sit here and say that it's because
I didn't ask. I never made the claim whether or not it was a nationwide issue. I'm asking you what this has to do with the president.
That's literally what I said.
This is a state issue.
Nationwide issue.
Something being a nationwide issue does not mean that it's not governed by the states. This is still a contained state issue that is affecting multiple states. Just because something is affecting multiple states doesn't mean that it's a national federal issue. No, it is a state issue, and that is the job of your governor to fix. Your governor. That's why you have that. That's what the United States of America was built on. Checks and balances. Underdog, thank you so much for the sub. Can we please, Sam, for the last time, tell me what the president of the United States is supposed to do about your hiking prices if your governor doesn't do anything about it? He is not a dictator. I mean, I guess that's why you're voting for Trump, because you want a dictator. But like, the president is not supposed to be a dictator.
If I'm the voting for Trump being a dictator is wild, because I think she's like when boys, like when you send them a long ass message and then they only react or they only respond to the last the last sentence. Yeah, because you make these crazy accusations of.
I didn't make an accusation. I asked you a question. I didn't make an accusation. I asked you a question.
If anybody wanted a dictatorship, just
my
move to Russia.
sister,
that's where you can live. But anyway,
man, I guess who's friends with their leader is fucking anyway. So, like,
yeah, because the foreign policies and being.
Why are you talking about foreign policy? Why are you pivoting?
Because you want to talk about dictatorship. We had
it was an offhand comment. I asked you a question.
An offhand comment. We're in a conversation. You can't make an offhand comment.
Yes, the fuck I can. You not being able to answer my previous question does not mean that I'm going to allow you to pivot. Stop. Fucking stop. Like, this is some airhead type shit. Stop. Stop it. Answer the question that I just asked you, or I'm just gonna have to move on to the next person.
Then move on to the next person, because nobody wants to speak with someone who fucking yells.
I don't know, man. At least 70 people in my guest request want to, so you know. Anyway, let's go on to the next person. All right, they're not loading in, y'all. Give it a second. Also, guys, reminder: Cash App, Venmo, to buy. Also, thank you all so much for all the gifts and all the love and all the support. I really do appreciate it a lot. It's been great. Hi, how old are you?
I have 25.
Cool. Are you voting in the United States?
Yeah.
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because
I like that sound.
Change.
What change?
In policies.
What policies?
We need to fix the border.
What about the border?
There's just too much immigrants coming in. Illegally.
Like you?
What? What do you mean?
Like you?
No, not like me.
Oh, so who are you talking about?
Illegal immigrants.
What illegal immigrants?
Yeah, don't you check the news?
What illegal immigrants? You mean the ones that came over during Trump's presidency?
No.
There was no increase in illegal immigrants under Trump's presidency?
No.
That's not true. Border Patrol and Protection say that. There were more apprehensions from within the country. They got over the border. There was a significant 14% increase.
So I have a question.
No, address what I just said.
No, like the smartest people in the world are going to vote for Trump. What makes you think that you're right for voting for Kamala?
Because the things that I believe in have evidence, but also, like, how many branches of government are there?
Answer my question.
The smartest people voting for Trump. Damn. How many continents are there and which one are you on right now?
Answer my question.
Wait, just really quickly. How many continents are there and which one are you on right now?
No, just answer my question.
Damn, that's so crazy.
Because
God damn.
The
smartest people in the world, chat. Anyway, so, so you said the smartest people vote for Trump, and then what was your question?
Yeah, what makes you think?
Oh, that I'm right? I already answered that. I said because I believe in things that have evidence. I believe in policies that benefit the American people.
Yeah, but none of these policies benefit anyone.
Name one from both sides right now.
So, to kick every illegal immigrant out.
That's not a policy. So name one from both sides right now. Damn, smartest people voting for Trump. What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, you just changed the topic all the time.
I didn't change the topic. We were on topic. You said that you said that one side is detrimental. I didn't get personal at all. I just said you said one side has bad policies.
Before you.
Oh my god, bro! You got fucking cooked, and now you're complaining. Let's go on to the next person. Also, gaslighting king. $20 cash app paid for by the DNC. Hey, yo, can I get my DNC payments, y'all? My DNC payments. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Hi, are you okay? Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And why is that?
I don't know, he just seems like a better person to me. She had to
He
sleep
just
her way to the
seems
top.
like a better How did she sleep her way to the top and she's an elected official? How is that possible? She had to sleep with 4.3 million people?
She didn't have to sleep with 4.3. She had to sleep with the one powerful one. Who made
How is that
4.3
possible
million.
if she's an elected? How is that possible if she's an elected official?
How is that possible if she's an elected president?
Yeah, that's literally impossible. Like because it doesn't matter unless you're insinuating that she cheated somehow, which you're gonna have to prove in like a court of law.
No, she didn't cheat. She didn't cheat. She didn't
Okay,
cheat.
so if she didn't cheat, you're saying that she had to sleep with 4 million people?
No, she had to sleep with one who's powerful.
How is that
enough to
possible?
make-
She's an elected official. How is that possible?
'cause
The
she had to
closet
sleep
is
with one-
glass. How is that
She had to-
possible?
You wanna let me answer?
Yeah.
Because she had to sleep with one powerful enough
Who?
and influential enough.
Who?
I don't remember his name. I saw it on TikTok or something.
You saw it on TikTok? Go find it right now.
Yeah. Alright, give me a minute. His name is Willie Brown.
You mean her fucking boyfriend at the time?
Willie Brown was not her boyfriend. He was married.
No, he was not. They were dating and he was
he was.
divorced.
He
No,
was not divorced. He was married. Okay.
he was divorced. They were separated for 10 years.
All right. So, can I ask a question or no?
No, you cannot. You can address what I just said. He was
right,
divorced
no.
for 10 years.
I did address. He was not divorced. He was married.
Okay, then go provide a source for that.
Go provide a story for him being divorced.
Matter of fact, I'm the one that made the claim. Let me go ahead and do that. Did Willie Brown cheat on his wife with Kamala Harris? Enter. First thing that pops up. The very first thing that pops up. Hold on, let me go ahead and grab this real quick. Let me go ahead and grab this. Kamala Harris and Willie Brown had a relationship over a decade. I meant to translate that for you. Over a decade after he and his wife separated. That's from Reuters. And also, you don't give a fuck about any of this because Donald Trump has cheated on every single one of his wives. Every single one. So you don't care about this. You don't care about infidelity. Like, even if it was true that he cheated on his wife with Kamala, you don't care about this because you quite literally voted for the man who cheated on every single one of his wives. So
You're right. I don't care about it. I'm just saying, just stating.
So then, right. So again, one, there's no way that she can sleep with 4.3 million people. And it's also
4.3. I never said
you
she
think
slept with 4.3.
that's what would have to happen for an elected official like Kamala Harris to be elected into power.
That's
There
not
is
true.
no one. Okay, so name one time. Name how that can happen. Name who.
I'm saying she could sleep with someone very influential.
How is that possible?
Who could turn heads? What do you mean, how is that possible? She literally did with Willie Brown.
How much influence does Willie Brown have? Who is
She
Willie
was the
Brown?
mate.
Who is Willie Brown? Oh, baby, come back.
She was the mayor of San Francisco, which made her political career start.
Yeah, that's typically how you do that. You become a mayor.
but typically you don't sleep with an influential person, you know?
They were dating.
They were not
Influential
dating.
people date and marry each other typically because they are in the same type of communities.
She was not influential when
She quite literally was because millions of people voted for her. So it seems like you're like given. Let me real quick though. Everyone, go ahead and look at this. Stop talking. Go ahead and look at this guy's PFP really quickly. Look him right in the face. That guy, like that guy, he has the Charlie Kirk smile. No hoes. No maidens, no wenches, no scullery maids. I'd be fucking pissed as shit too if a woman in power wouldn't even look twice if my face looked like a semicolon. I'd be fucking furious if I myself had no harlots. No women of the night. 17 followers, all family members. Damn. Anyway, you're misogynistic. Let's go to the next person. You know one arm is longer than the other. Anyway, thank you so much for the money gun. Hi, how old are you?
30, over 30, honey.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Oh, absolutely not. Well, you know what?
Okay.
If Biden didn't step down, I was honestly going to either not vote or vote for Trump. But since Kamala stepped up, but you know what? Listen,
Money, thanks for the $10 cash app. It's okay if you voting for Kamala, then it's all right. You don't gotta explain shit to me. I ain't got nothing to do with it. We ain't got nothing to do with it. We're not even gonna address that. We're not even gonna address that. Okay, let's go on to the next person. Be who you are, baby, because you're not. Are you voting? How old are you? Okay, it seems like you're not sober.
That guy got cooked.
Are you voting for Trump? Yes or no?
No, hell no.
Period. Ate the house down boots. Let's go on to the next person, you guys. Remember, if you want to support me, cash that Venmo in the bio. Because what the fuck? To say they only say this because she's a woman. Let me tell you guys something. As a debater, there is no way for you to like adequately try to argue the fact that she did not sleep with 4.3 million people. Do not argue with these people. Just start making fun of them. Hi, how old are you?
Yeah, we don't need a nigger president, you dirty nigger.
Oh, find his job, chat. Anyway, screenshots. Let's go on to the next person. Oh, I already got you, babe. We already did have one, though. So what is he talking about? You don't need one. Anyway, hi. How old are you?
44.
Oops. Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
I'm not voting at all.
Then why are you here?
Just to hear you bitch and act the way you're acting over what?
But you really don't care, though, because you're not voting. Like, girl, the corner store comb over got me fucked up. Let's go on to the next person. I'm sorry. Not really. That's a lie. But, like, still. Got the business in the front, party in the back, do up, and you gonna think you gonna step to me? Hello? 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 Question mark, question mark, question mark, ellipses. Hi, how old are you?
3.
Sophia, thank you so much for the $3 catch up. I appreciate you. Hi, how old are you?
33.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Of course.
And why is that?
Well, I just want to kind of hit on something that you talked to the last guest about being
I asked you a question.
Ugly. Have you seen yourself? You weigh like 600 pounds.
I weigh at this point just below 300.
Well,
not 300, 200.
How can you call somebody ugly, though? I guess I don't understand that.
Because I'm not.
Okay.
You think I'm ugly?
Trump's going to win the election. You're going to cry.
No, he's really not going to win. You think I'm ugly?
I don't think that you're cute. I can tell you that.
I'm literally cute as fuck. What the fuck? What? See, here's the difference, okay? Let's actually get like really serious really quickly, okay? Let's actually get really serious, okay? So the reason my insults hurt you guys and the reason you guys get so fucking angry is because when I insult you, it hurts because it's true. But when you or you try to insult me and then you call me ugly, it doesn't hurt because it's objectively not true. Like, it's not, like, it doesn't work the other way. Like, if you came at me and said something that was, like, so true about me and you insulted me on it, then, like, it would really hurt. But, like, you know I'm not ugly. I can literally become your stepmom. Like, so let's really, unless he's not alive anymore, you know, and I'm sorry for your loss. But, like, still, like, it's not, like, can we please? Can we please be, like, serious? You can't call me, I'm just not. And you know I'm not. You're calling me ugly because you know I'm not ugly. And you're trying to take me down a peg.
Oh my God.
Because when a person's, because honey, really quickly, because when a person is already ugly, you don't have to tell them that they're ugly. You just got to look at them sideways. But you don't do that. You felt the need to wait in my guest request just to tell me that I'm ugly.
No.
You don't think I'm ugly, baby. You like my voice. You like my 1 second, baby. 1 second, baby. You like my voice. You like my personality. You like my face. Because here's the thing. If I don't like someone, I block them. I don't wait for 30 minutes in their guest request to come up and tell me that, like, you don't like me. You know how many, my block list is long as shit, baby.
Do the truffle shuffle for me. Do the truffle shuffle.
What the fuck is the truffle shuffle? What is this old shit? What is this?
Come on.
What the fuck is the truffle shuffle?
You know, girl.
What is he talking about? And he's still here, Chad. He thinks I'm hot. Like, people like you think I'm really fucking pretty.
You are, like,
what's
so pretty.
Thank you. At least you're telling the truth for once.
You want to talk politics now?
I've been waiting for that the entire time.
Okay, so why are you voting for Kamala?
Thank you for pronouncing her name right, baby. Right, so I'm voting for Kamala Harris. Right, because as Kamala Harris, she has 20 years of a political resume under her belt. She has shown herself to be a capable leader. Like, there's a common misconception that she kept, oh, your profile is fucking jarring. Anyway, sorry. No, I'm not. Anyway, so, yeah, she has 20... calm down, baby. Oh, no, baby. No, we don't need to go further. We don't need to go further. Okay?
Why is my profile jarring?
Honey, my father always taught me to be kind to the less fortunate. And even though I never really took that to heed.
Are you turned on by my profile?
Turned on? Do you want me to be? Oh, that's why you came up. Because you want me to be attracted to you. And because you know that will never happen in a million years, you came up here to try to neg me. That's what actually happened. Thank you for exposing yourself. Anyway, so let's continue. Stop crying. I'm going to go ahead and tell you why I'm voting for Kamala. Anyway. Damn. Anyway, so you privating your account right now is crazy. I suggest you do so. So yeah, I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she is a capable leader. She has shown herself to be that. Given the fact that there's a common misconception that she kept black and brown men in prisons, when actually no, she kept them out of prison. Also, thank you so much, Kay, for the $10 Venmo. She kept them out of prison. She explicitly would not send them to prison for low-level and non-violent substance crimes. Right? Instead, she would send them into rehabilitation programs, train them in particular jobs, and oh, you're a skinhead. I'm sorry. And then fix their credit, and then expunge their records afterwards. And through this, in her state, she lowered recidivism from 50% to 10%. That's a 40% deduction. Also, as well as the fact that she is the only candidate right now who has experience when taking down companies, getting money back to the American people. She got billions. She got billions returned to the people of California by taking on these high-level companies. She has shown herself to be a capable leader. One, by not attacking the people who commit crimes, but instead attacking why they commit particular crimes and solving that. She did the same thing as VP, where instead of demonizing immigrants like like Dolphin Fucker Vance and like the Oompa Loompa, instead of demonizing immigrants like those two typically do, she instead went and tried to stabilize the countries in which these immigrants are coming from. Because people don't leave like states or countries that have good economies.
Can I just hit on something really quick? I'm not a.
You've been trying to hit on me this entire time. So what are you trying to hit on now?
I have 2 African American cousins that I respect very, very, very much.
I'm so happy that you allowed your cousins to be African American around you.
I didn't allow them to. I said I respect them.
Why did you feel the need to say this like I give a shit?
Because you called me a skinhead.
Oh, that's what the chat was saying.
Oh, well, the chat's a little crazy then, I guess. I don't know.
Honey, you came up here and tried to call me ugly, and you look like that.
That's not me. That's my buddy. His name's Bob, if you want to hit him up.
You're friends with ugly people? Sorry. Anyway, you know, because it's typically... no, because here's the thing. We typically are friends with people who we find to be as similar to us. Right?
No,
so, you know, that's the psychology. Damn, that's fucking tragic. Anyway, so...
anyways... So I appreciate your point of view on Kamala, but...
it's Kamala Harris. You said it right the first time. Where the fuck is this new pronunciation coming from?
I don't know. It's probably my Idaho accent.
People in Idaho speak English, baby. And you also, like, the English word for comma is still... It's fucking English. You're not a Neanderthal, okay? So can you please say
People
Kamala? People in
Trump.
Kamala know how to read. That's another... Oh, presumably. So can you please tell me what...
I had
Did say her name right?
I had a 2.4 GPA. Reading wasn't my strong suit.
Bro, I don't really give a fuck about your No Child Left Behind ass education. Can you please address what I said?
Yes, address why I'm
Not
voting
even a flex
Republican.
anymore.
Address why I'm voting Republican or voting for Kamala.
What did you just say?
Address why I'm voting Republican, or you wanted me to pronounce Kamala?
It's Kamala, but address what I just said.
About why you're voting for her?
You asked me a question, I answered it, and then you're supposed to respond to that.
Yeah, and I'm voting for Trump because I'm a gun-toting hillbilly from Idaho that wants to have freedoms and have...
Trump literally broke your Second Amendment rights, and he's a felon. He can't own a gun. Kamala Harris and Tim Walz do.
Nah, they're using that as a ploy. They're going to take them away if they get elected.
Take what away?
Our firearms.
Where did they say that?
It's a ploy right now to try to get votes.
Where did they say they were going to take away your firearms? Shit! Thank you so much for the Marissa. Thank you so much.
Holy fuck! But she's saying she's using it as a.
Thank you so much, Jolly.
An election tactic to try to get a few
Dr.
more
Mick.
votes.
So you think the felon who's not allowed to have a gun is going to protect your gun rights better than the person who owns a gun?
I think the felon believes in American values and the American dream. And
how can a felon believe in American values and they're a felon?
We all know that trial was bullshit and a political witch hunt.
We all do not know that 2.4 GPA.
We do, though.
We all do not know that 2.4 GPA.
We do.
How? What do you know that the prosecutors don't?
I think you should come to Idaho and just get a real...
I would never do anything as ghetto. No. So can you please...
We have potatoes.
Great. Anyway, thank you so much for the galaxy. So can you...
Listen. We're not that far apart.
Anyway,
you can come to the red side. You can get over...
So he's not even debating anymore. Let's go on to the next person. Yeah, now he's inviting me to his place. Oh, that's not. Anyway, hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Cool, are you voting for Donald Trump?
No, I'm voting for Kamala. I just want to say I love this live.
I appreciate you, my love. I appreciate you. Let's go on to the next person, you guys. Also, double tap that screen, you guys. Thank you all so much for the likes. We're at 300,000 likes. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate you all. I'm having a lot of fun today, and you guys are being so generous. I really do appreciate every single one of you. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And why is that?
I'm a Republican.
What does that have to do with you voting for Trump? You're really muffled, by the way.
Sorry. I'm tired. Got a little bit of caffeine. School was dirty. But, you know, I just feel like, by the way, you're pretty. No hate. I don't go against anybody that. I just feel like a woman should not be pregnant. No hate, no hate.
You think no, it is hate. You don't get to say no hate and then also be misogynist. Get it together, girl. You cannot have your cake and eat it too. You don't think a woman should be president?
No, of course not.
Why? You don't think a woman should be president?
The man is The man's empowerment. Why would a woman be?
What is this pick me ass fuckery that's coming out of the woodwork right now? Why? Why do you believe this? First of all, get your fucking mic together. First of all, get your mic together.
First of all, I don't got a mic.
What kind of phone are you dealing with? Are you fucking kayaking? Can you please stop moving?
I don't gotta do shit.
Stop moving.
I can move whatever I want to.
Wherever you're. No, you're not, because clearly you don't believe that either. You're a woman. Anyway, so why can't a woman be president?
Because a woman does stuff by emotions.
Yeah, by what metric?
What do you mean?
Where are
Like
you getting this from?
right
Crystal thinks someone put a $10 cash up. No, I'm not mad. I'm just a passionate person. You're just being weird and racist.
Saying. Okay, and so
right, passion isn't okay then. I didn't call you angry. You notice how only one of us did that? Okay, so like just because you have no emotional intelligence doesn't mean that this extends to all women. So where are you getting this from?
What do you mean? Men
where are you getting
men have always ruled the world. So why all of a sudden are we letting a woman do it?
Because women are capable of doing the same thing and they're historically better at it?
No, we're not. We are not.
Okay, so what's the source for that?
We are not equal to men.
And you're not equal to me, and yet here you are.
Okay, and you're not equal to me either. And baby,
I know that. We know that.
Yeah, we are equal. We're women. Don't be
No, we're
dumb.
not. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're really not. We're really not.
Men think logically. Women think emotionally.
Where are you getting this? Where are you getting this from?
Logic. It's logic.
That's not. What does logic mean?
Girl, come on. It's logic. It's common sense.
What does common sense and logic mean? You do realize you cannot be a logical person and not factor in emotion, right? Like if I slapped you in the face, how would I logically be able to deduce that you don't like me slapping you in the face?
You wouldn't slap me in the face.
Oh my goodness. That is not a threat. I am making a fucking analogy on what logic means. You cannot be logical. You cannot be. Alex, thanks so much for the $31. Anyway, and also, at least thank you so much for the $20. I need reparations, yo. You cannot be logical and then also not have emotion.
You cannot expect a woman to run this country and be good at it. Sorry, it's not going to happen.
That's literally happened.
When? Where? What?
Right. So do you? Give me. Let me ask you this question. So like when people get stop talking, Queen.
Stop talking.
No one cares. So like I was saying before, like, do you think a person who's like super hyper emotional, like, do you think that like they're more likely to like do like super aggressive things? Like, do you think when like a person who's super emotional is like more likely to use like a firearm?
Yes.
Damn. Do you think a person who's like super emotional is like more likely to use like hard substances?
Yes.
Do you think a person who's like super emotional is like more likely to go to jail for violent crime?
Yes.
Damn. So why do men disproportionately do all of that?
What do you mean? Men think logically. Men literally.
Oh my fucking God. Let's go on to the next person. We can't save that one. Pick-me's are dangerous. I think we need to stop making fun of pick-me's and start acknowledging how fucking dangerous they are.
I didn't mean to come up here, but I love you. Keep eating them the fuck up. Okay, bye.
I appreciate you. Yeah, that was fucking crazy. I walked her horse ass all the way to the river and she refused to drink. I guess Elizabeth, Victoria, Queen Charlotte, all of those very powerful women just mean nothing. They just mean nothing. Okay. Reparations immediately for my black ass. Hi, how old are you?
You ain't asking me how old I am, honey. I'm old enough to be your mama.
I don't know who you are, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Nefertiti, Cleopatra.
Yes,
People fought wars over Cleopatra. Anyway, yeah, so why are you voting for the Grapist?
Well, as of right now, I've got two things to say, and then I'll let all your other lovely supporters get on here.
Oh, honey,
Number
no,
one,
I don't
interrupt me like you've interrupted.
Girl, what the fuck? Anyway, so I don't let my supporters up here. I actually don't like when they come up here. And also, if you're just gonna spout a bunch of bullshit and then leave, I'm gonna kick you now. Okay, Paris, thank you so much for the sub. I'm gonna kick you now. And also, I missed someone sending me like 1,000 coins. Cece, thank you so much. I'm so sorry. I just got that. I just got that notification. Let's simmer down, okay? The fucking hair dye went straight to your frontal lobe. Let's chill out, okay? So it's all right, macadamia. All I'm saying is that like we're gonna have a debate, or you're just gonna leave. She's probably still screaming. You're muted, by the way, honey. Grandma, you're muted. I'll try Machiavelli. Grandma. Oh, she left. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all double tap that screen. Everyone double tap that screen. I think I'm going to do like I musted her. She definitely is musted. Hi, how old are you? Hello? Candle? Candy? Oh, let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Muting yourself doesn't do anything. Let's go to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more debates in. I don't know why she started yelling at me. Like, what the fuck? I don't know why they think that like I can't also mute them.
Oh, hello. Hi. I'm so sorry. I did not mean to come up here.
Okay, let's go on to the next person. I appreciate you. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all double tap that screen. Also, thank you all so much for the gifts. I really do like appreciate all of it. You guys are being like insanely generous today, and it fucking means a lot to me. Today has been a great live. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Where were you born?
Let's see.
Yeah, get the fuck out of my life. Let's go on to the next person. I'll give it a sec. We'll get some more debates in. Also, thank you so much for the galaxy. I appreciate you, baby. Thank you all so much for the galaxies and the money guns. It's really been an amazing experience today. Yeah, she was very much sundowning, and it's only the fucking evening. It's only the afternoon. Sundowning in the afternoon is crazy. Crazy work, chat. Get the fuck out of my life. You have no hoes. Let's go on to the next person. Sunflower, thank you so much for the future encounter. Thank you so much. I will get onto it. And official, is that how you pronounce that? Thank you so much for the dolphin. Hi, how old are you?
52.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
Oh shit, Alex, I got you. Machiavelli, thank you so much for the money gun. And why are you voting for Donald Trump? I got you.
I'm voting for Donald Trump because of his policies. I'm a truck driver. Since Joe Biden and Kamala Harris came into office. And
first of all, it's Kamala Harris. You're a truck driver, not illiterate.
Okay, Kamala Harris, as you prefer. Since her and Joe Biden's been in office, this country has gone downhill. The economy, I've witnessed it myself as I travel these highways. We're perpetuating war under this administration. Donald Trump kept us in peace. I voted for him in 2016, 20, and we'll be voting for him again in 2024. And I am a black man.
I don't care about your race. And also, I don't. When it comes to black men, you're not saving us. Okay. So anyway, like historically, I
am saving.
Okay. Okay, AJ. Okay, AJ. Okay, AJ. Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, like historically, like I don't know why you bring up your race. Historically, that's never been the case. Okay, so anyway, I don't understand. Like, can you go ahead and explain to me how that's the case? Like, what policies did he pass? Actually, thank you so much for the $5 Venmo. I appreciate you. AJ. Oh, I think he lagged out for a second there. That truck driver Wi-Fi, as I'm not gonna lie, like when he's that brother lost in time. Yeah, like I don't know why like black men who come up here and they're voting for Donald Trump are like so proud. Alex, thank you so much for the $2. It's okay. Hi, how old are you?
33.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I am.
Why is that?
I think he's going to be able to handle our economy a lot better. I think he'll be better ensuring our national security. I wanted to I wanted to say, first and foremost, hopefully we can have an actual constructive conversation. I didn't come up here to...
Tristan, thank you so much for the $10. It's okay, baby. Thank you so much. I don't need you to do all this like flattery. Can you please
No, it's not flattery. I'm just trying to get to a point where we can.
It's not going to happen. If you say fuckery, I'm gonna go at you. So let's know that.
That's fine. Yeah.
Then you didn't have to say all this. You're wasting my time. So can you please?
Yeah. So the first thing I wanted to address was I was just curious. You had said that Trump had violated our Second Amendment rights. I was wondering why you had said that.
Right. So it's going over his policy with bump stocks. So let me grab it for you. I feel like Johnny, Chad, I feel like if Johnny is around, y'all, I think he can explain it a lot better. Let me grab this for you. Oops, sorry. Oh, yeah. Right. Let me grab this for you real quick. Here we go. So yeah, so there's a couple things here. There's a particular debate, but some people also agree that this is a direct infringement on people's Second Amendment. So there was his 2018 bump stock ban. The Trump administration enacted a federal regulation that banned bump stocks, which are devices that allow semi-automatic rifles to fire more rapidly, mimicking the firing rate of automatic weapons. This regulation came in response to the 2017 Las Vegas shooting, in which gunmen used bump stocks to kill 58 people. Some Second Amendment advocates argue that the ban was a violation of their rights, as it is seen as restricting access to a firearm necessary without clear legislative action. They believe the decision infringed on their right to bear arms, and several lawsuits have been filed against the regulation.
Yeah, so the reason that it doesn't violate our two-way rights, though, is because are you allowed, as a typical citizen, are you allowed to go and get a fully automatic weapon?
At this point, yeah. I believe.
No, you cannot. You have. So you have.
I don't know. What do you mean by a fully automatic weapon? I don't know what that even means.
Something that you. So the difference between fully automatic and semi-automatic is if you can pull the trigger one time and hold the trigger, and it'll continuously fire until the clip is empty. Right. A semi-automatic, you pull the trigger, and then it puts another round automatically into the chamber, but you have to then pull the trigger again in order to get that round out of the. So.
Oh, okay. Whatever.
Yeah. So what bump stocks do, right, is it creates the force when it fires to where it's driving the weapon back under your shoulder, and essentially it turns it into a fully automatic, and that's why they're an issue, because you don't even have to. I mean, you could use a semi-automatic, almost just like an automatic. All you have to do is rapid fire it. It might not be as accurate and whatever, but it's still possible. But bump stocks just make it a lot easier. So it's kind of like a switch on a Glock. Like switches, they just create where it doesn't lock it doesn't lock back into place. You can just compress the trigger and it'll keep it going. So that's why I would argue that it's not really a violation of our Second Amendment rights, because, if
I also super don't give a fuck.
Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, you brought it up, so that's why I was just saying, not really.
There's an ongoing debate on it, right? But I don't think people who actually give a shit about the violation of Second Amendments are able to bring this up, given the fact that people agree that he also found himself violating Second Amendment rights. So yeah, there's an ongoing debate on whether or not this is the case.
How did he found himself?
I just fucking said this to you.
That he found himself violating it?
No, I'm saying that there is still an ongoing debate on whether or not he did it. A lot of people do agree that this was a violation of people's Second Amendment rights to be able to have a particular firearm. So I don't know.
All right. Okay. Yeah, we don't have to go down that argument. So now, the other thing I wanted to mention, because I've been listening for a little bit, and I heard you were talking about our energy independence, and unfortunately, we're not energy independent.
What define energy independence right now?
Well, I mean,
because I didn't say we were energy independent, by the way.
No, you said we were the most energy independent we've ever been, right?
Right. So then, what does energy independence mean?
Just that we are not dependent on anybody outside of the U.S.
Did I say that we are not dependent at all on anyone else?
No, I'm not misrepresenting what you said. I would just wanted to go back on that point, right? So,
okay.
So I just wanted to talk about the fact that although we are producing more oil now than under Trump, the problem is we don't have enough refineries, right? So I think that Trump would be better suited in order to handle a lot of that as well.
He was already president for 4 years. I don't know why you guys keep saying that you think he's more suited, and he already had 4 years to be able to do so. So why didn't he do it?
Well, I mean, he did, right? He dropped fuel prices while he was in office. No,
he dropped fuel prices.
Yeah.
Wherever in history has the president had control over that?
Well, obviously his policies have a direct link. He also
name one.
Did he or did he not pull us out of OPEC?
Yeah, so that is, I don't know what the fuck that's supposed to have anything to do with Sorry, I don't see whatever the fuck that has to do with him being able to determine what our prices are. So what policy? And also, that's not a policy.
Okay, yeah. So obviously that's not a direct policy, right?
I asked you for a policy then, so I don't know why you're not giving me that.
Well, the Green New Deal, right? This is kind of pushing us in the wrong direction. This is a policy that I also don't want to argue Biden because he's not running for office, right?
You would have to be arguing Biden. Right. Kamala Harris is not president, nor has she ever been president for us to be able to compare anything between them. So you're going to have to argue Biden.
Okay, so you do want me to argue Biden's policy?
You would have to argue Biden. He's the only other person that was president.
Right, and yeah, and obviously we're not gonna. You don't want to get into that, right?
You're going to have to.
Well, do you think? Okay, so what? How do you think the Green New Deal? Do you think that's a positive or a negative for us?
I don't care. If it ends up being a positive, then it ends up being a positive. If it ends up being a negative, then we act appropriately.
Okay.
But I would say most people would agree that it would be an overall positive thing.
Okay. Yeah, I think that us moving in the right direction is a good thing, but it's also been stated by the people that actually know that nuclear is the way to go, not electricity when we don't have the ability to even keep our current grid up and running with electricity, let alone.
Why are you bringing this up? Why are you bringing this? Why are you bringing any of this up? No one. There's not a single person in power who wants to make us like entirely electric. We understand that we don't have the right amount of infrastructure to be able to support a fully electric grid. Also, nuclear power is not the fucking way to go in its entirety.
Why?
That's just not because we don't know how to dispose of nuclear waste.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't.
Yeah,
we literally don't. That's one of the main issues of nuclear power is because we don't fully know how to dispose of nuclear waste. That's the issue.
That's like saying that we don't know how to dispose of plastic and garbage. We
don't know how to dispose of you prove my point.
Right? But we do it, right?
No, but we do it badly. We do it very fucking badly. You just proved my point.
Well, we do
it badly, and it's in your fucking kidneys and your testicles.
So I don't understand why you say we don't know how to dispose of.
Because because plastic is in your kidneys and your testicles, my guy. That's how bad we are at disposing of plastic. That's how bad we are at it.
Right. Yes, you're absolutely right. But nuclear waste is not quite the same thing.
Yes, no fucking shit. But the issue is that, yes, we don't know. That's one of the main issues for nuclear power is because when we have nuclear waste, we do not have a fully safe way for us to be able to dispose of it. Because nuclear and radiation and things like that don't just go away. It takes a long time for degradation to occur.
Yeah,
it takes a super long time. We don't know how to adequately dispose of these things. Yeah, that's the issue with nuclear power.
Yeah, but do you know how long that we have until we have to worry about disposing of it? And like I said, you put it in the middle of a fucking mountain.
I don't think that matters. I think we should really take into account disposal of the products that we use, especially when it comes to energy. Like I think that's important. I don't think we should do things now and then say, oh, the humans 100 years from now we're gonna have to fucking deal with it. I think that's fucking wild.
Right, but this is where the argument about electricity is way less supportive of your argument.
I don't know why you're arguing about electricity. We have a society in which we rely on multiple forms of energy. I don't know why you're so stuck on this and why you're going to vote for a grapist over it.
I look at voting for the president like voting for the president of the company, and I don't really care.
Then you're a fucking psychopath because you're saying that you would, because you're inviting that kind of violence. Do you have a wife and kids?
I do.
Right. So you're saying that like as long as Donald Trump does what you want him to do, you would allow that man to walk into your house, grape your wife and kids, and then leave. But because he doesn't want to go into because he invests in like nuclear power, you're like fucking fine. This person should be in a place of power.
No, so that's again like I look at it like voting for a president of a company. That doesn't mean I'm inviting him in.
Right. So So don't say that it's president. Just say he's a president of a company and you work for that company. And as long as you get like a pay raise or something like that, or you get some kind of benefit, the president of that company can walk in, grape your kid and wife, and then you'll be like, oh, okay, that's cool. Because he's doing something well for you or the economy or for the overall financial stability of the company. That's what you vote off of.
Yeah, so if they're better for the company, why would I not want somebody better for? There's a. Do you
because they're graping your children.
Okay, and do you think that there aren't SAers in the world that run companies?
And they shouldn't be running the. I don't know why you're assuming. What you're doing right now is a fucking straw. What you're doing right now is a straw man, right? Because I quite literally just hey fuck because by virtue of me not voting for Donald Trump, that means that I believe that people in positions of power who are sexual abusers ought not to be in positions of power, and we should have ways to take them down and have them resign or go to jail. You don't believe that. Don't critique me. You're the one who believes that a president of the stop talking. Your side is the side that believes that as long as you prefer a person to be able to run a company, you will allow for them to abuse you. You will allow for them to abuse your families. All as long as they invest in nuclear power. You're a psychopath.
What you're saying doesn't make sense.
What's the Okay, so then what's the logical distinction?
The logical distinction is like let's say Walmart, for example, had a CEO that did that. Does that mean that I'm inviting the CEO into my house or having them walk?
If you had the power to make sure that he's no longer the CEO and then you kept him as the CEO, yes, you are.
Okay, so
you proved my point.
No, that doesn't prove your point. He's not.
You quite literally did.
He's not in my house.
Oh, okay. So as long as he grapes your neighbor, then you're fine.
Okay, so he's still walking around in the world, right?
He shouldn't be.
What you're saying. Well, it's your side that actually is a lot more lenient on those people than the right? So,
no. Absolutely not. Source that up right now.
Okay, so hold on.
Get the fuck out of here. Source it up.
What state?
Source it up right now.
Has death penalty.
Source that the fuck up right now. No. Source that the fuck up right now.
It's a red state.
Hey, fuck. Source that up right now. Because I don't know, man. I don't see any blue states with abortion bans. No. Go ahead and source that up. You got a source? Do you have a source?
I'll pull one up.
Do you have a source?
Yep.
Okay, do it. Nothing. And if when you find this list and all of the names say resigned, then you're proving my point. So did you find a list?
What was the last part?
Did you find a list?
Yeah, so I'm going to find the average sentence.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. You're going to get the fuck off my live because I'm not going to wait for you for 5 minutes to find a source.
You can talk about something else. We don't have to argue on
No, because you already made a claim.
But like I said, because
Camille, thank you so much for the fucking 100. Shut up. No one's talking to you. It's me and Camille. Camille, thank you so much for the $100 Cash App. No one asked. Can I get 100 W Camille's in the chat right now? Camille, I saw your message last night, and it stop talking. Camille, I saw your DM to me last night, and it genuinely meant a lot to hear from you, and it genuinely what you said to me, it really rung in my head for the rest of the night. So I'm gonna make it up to you. I'm gonna be better, and I'm gonna be stronger. And I appreciate your kind words last night. Anyway, did you find a source yet?
So like I said, what do you want me to compare this to, right? Do you want me to compare one
to the Republican Party to determine which one is more lenient on sexual abusers?
Okay, yeah. So like California here, let's see. California, it carries a range of possible sentences. Crime of a child can carry a sentence of 15 years to life. California's grape statute carries prison sentences of 3, 6, or 8 years. And then the potential prison sentence will increase if the victim is under 14 years of age or if there is use of force. And then let's see. Now I will look up. Minimum for my state in Texas, great state of Texas, is 2 years. That's mandatory.
There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way.
What don't you believe?
My brother in Christ, you just compared a 15-year minimum to 2. Get the fuck out of my life.
This is mandatory. Okay, it's not the most, right? Okay.
Right. So then, what's the minimum sentence in California then?
So when a child under 6 is
then
involved,
what's the minimum sentence in California?
I don't think California has a minimum. Hold on, I'll look that up for you.
So do they on average charge to the full extent? Because you need to go find that then. Because you don't need a minimum if you just give them 15 off rip.
This is crazy. Yeah,
you're laughing.
6 months in jail. This is California.
For
They're
what?
Fucking weak as fuck on these people.
For what?
Half of them are.
What is the average? What is the average conviction rate?
Hold on. You want me to look up average conviction rate? Let me do that.
Yeah. What is the average time? Wait. Oh yeah.
Oh wait. Here's state of California.
I don't know how to pronounce this name. 3 to 6 or 8 years in prison. If the victim is under 14 at the time of the alleged crime, the penalty is increased by 9, 11, or 13 years. If the victim is 15, 16, or 17, the penalties are increased by 7, 9, or 11 years.
Yeah, I think you're reading off the same thing that I was just looking at.
Yeah. So they're punished on average from 3 to 8 years in prison.
Okay, well, here's Texas. Sexual assault in Texas, first-degree felony, punishable at imprisonment for life or for any term of not more than 99 years or less than 25 years. So not even close. Not even close. Texas, you're going 25 years minimum first degree.
And now look at your politicians.
And up to 99 years.
And now look at your politicians.
Yeah, they're great. What about them? Greg?
Look at it. Look at the stats.
What about the stat?
First of all, where did you get the 2 years from then? Brandon, thank you so much for the $20 cash app.
I think it was second degree. That's second degree. This is first degree. So second degree was a mandatory 2 years, I believe, or it might even been third degree. But I think third degree is like you get caught pissing on the side of a building.
What the fuck are you talking about? What sources are you reading from? Because you cited 3 different sources, and now I find one, and you can't.
California is the one that you were actually reading off of. I think we had the same source. This is directly the Penal Code, Title 5, Offenses Against a Person, Chapter 21. This is direct from Texas. Their actual penal codes. Okay, so Section 21.01, and then it goes down 0.02. The Act of 1973.
This also wasn't the argument that I was making, by the way. But I'll let you rock.
Yeah, I mean, we can get back on topic. We don't. We kind of.
No, what you're referring to is actually not the argument that I was making, but I'll let you rock anyway. Because I don't even know what you're arguing at this point.
What I'm arguing is the fact that we're electing somebody that's essentially the president of a company, and I'm not inviting this guy into my house. I'm not voting on his.
So as long as he doesn't grape your children, you're going to elect him as the president of your company. As long as it doesn't happen to your family, you're a psychopath.
What do you talk? What does that even mean? Yeah, of course, as long as it doesn't happen to my family. What do you mean?
You're a psychopath. You're a psychopath.
Why is that a psychopath?
Because you don't care about the lives of anyone that aren't your family.
Yeah, like I said, I don't want it to happen.
That's called psychopathy.
So, no.
So as long as he grapes your neighbor and not you, you're okay with him being in power.
Is he graping? Okay, so is he running around graping people while he's in power?
Does he need to?
Well, no. I mean, that's what you're comparing it to.
Does he need to do that?
That's what you're comparing it to.
That's not what I compared it to.
You just
that is not what I compared it to. So as long as he only grapes one person in 20 years, that's okay with you?
It's not okay. Okay, that's
you do think it's okay because you're voting for it.
False dichotomy. Okay, you're creating false dichotomy.
It's only a false dichotomy if you tell me the logical distinction, and you can't.
What? No, that's not. Yes, I can tell you the logical distinction. Okay, the reason it's a false.
Then tell me that.
You're trying to tell me that either I'm voting for him because of this, or I'm not voting him because of this, right? Like what I'm saying is, yes, he did what he did, right? And whether he did it or not, like even let's assume that it's 100% factual, he did it, right? Then that doesn't mean you're essentially saying we should never let anybody that's ever committed this type of act to ever have any type of function in society.
Yes.
Okay, we can agree with that.
You think rapists should be able to be in a position of power?
They are. That's my whole point.
I didn't ask if they fucking are. I'm asking you if you think they ought to be.
Crying about anybody else, right?
We literally are crying about everyone else. We literally are. You think that's not a deal breaker? Everyone cries over the fact that sexual abusers are in place of power. Everyone does. You're muted, by the way.
So, I mean, what is your argument here? I don't know. I'm not even really sure what.
Because you're saying that this. Oh my god, you have a fucking echo. Scroll to your screen. Scroll to your home screen and come back.
All right. Am I better now?
Okay, so you're saying that this isn't a fucking deal breaker for you. You're saying that as long as this person is not graping your own family, you don't care, and they're allowed to be in a position of power. You're a psychopath. You don't have good morals.
No, that's not what I'm saying, right? So what I'm saying is that there are already people in power. There are people that have.
I know this. I'm saying that this ought not be the case. People who are sexual predators should not be in positions of power. This logic that you have is like saying that like people are going to grape kids anyway. So we should just allow them to grape kids.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
That's
not,
quite
the
literally.
false
Then give me
dichotomy
the logical distinction then.
The logical distinction is that it's wrong, right? And that's the line in the sand. It's wrong.
What's wrong? What's
And you
wrong?
should be punished
What's wrong?
if you're graping people, right?
Okay,
You agree on that, right?
Okay, so should Trump be punished for graping Agent Carroll?
He has been, right?
No. So should Trump be punished for graping Agent Carroll?
If he can stand up in front of a criminal jury.
I didn't ask you that question. Should Trump be?
If he can, do we? Hold on. So do we not?
Holy fucking shit! What a fucking joke of a man. This is why I don't trust men. It's all men until it's none of them. Keith, thank you so much for the $5 cash app.
Do we not have a system in place in order to?
Oh my fucking God, trucker!
I'm asking you a question.
Should Trump be held to the full extent? Stop talking, fuck. Stop talking. Should Trump be held to the full extent of the law if he is a sexual abuser? Yes or no?
Yes. And
okay, then stop talking. Should sexual? He is. So should sexual? Exactly.
You just proved my point. He literally is being held up to the law.
He literally isn't. I said to the full extent.
Yes, to the full extent. He
is not. Paying a monetary settlement is not the full extent of the law. He needs to be in jail.
Then what is the full extent of the law that he's
jail? Jail.
But hold on. Why is he not then? Why is he not?
Why is he not?
Yes.
I don't fucking know because it was held in a civil court and it was 20 years ago.
It's no longer. He can't stand up in front of a criminal jury and
because it was a 20-year-old case.
Yes, that's the fault of the lawmakers. They shouldn't have a fucking statutory.
Exactly, and I argue against that too.
Okay,
you're proving my point right now. You're proving my point.
I would actually.
You're assuming that I don't hold the same value to these other things. You're proving my point right now.
How am I proving your point?
Because I believe that even though the case is stop fucking talking. I have already said I don't care if the case is 20 years old. I think that he should still be held at full extent of the law, even if it was 20 years old, which means I think the motherfucker should be in jail. You don't. You don't think he should be in jail. That is the fundamental difference between us. You don't think he should be. You don't.
Literally agree.
You don't. Okay, so then why are you voting a person who you think should be in jail into power?
I never said I think he should be in jail. I think he should stand up to the law and have
be in jail.
Go through a court process.
So be in jail.
Determine that.
Jail. He did.
I'm not a judge.
They found him legally liable in a civil court, which means he's fucking guilty.
Court, which is not even close to criminal.
Civil court and criminal court are two different types of court. Exactly. You cannot determine whether or not one is more important than the other. They're two different courts. No, the fuck you can't. There's no difference between them. One is for misconduct and the other one is for criminal intentions. Those are two different things.
Yes, in criminal court you have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt.
It's the same thing for civil court. You don't just go into civil court and just say whatever you want to say.
No,
civil courts still require a preponderance of evidence.
It's not. Yes, but there's not. It's not even close to the.
Yes, it is. Where are you getting that from? Source it up right now. I don't know where you're getting this from. Where the fuck are you getting that? You're just saying this because they're not the same thing. You're lying right now.
Okay, hold on.
Legally liable means guilty. Fuck. Legally liable means guilty. It means responsible. What the fuck are you missing? Party of law and order my fucking ass, bro. Oh fuck, hold on. Party of law and order my ass. You think a person that was held legally liable should be able to be for a sexual assault specifically, should be in a place of power? Why is sexual abuse not a deal breaker for you?
I already went over this. I told you. I look at it like voting for a president of a company, right? There's already many company leaders in our world that have criminal charges.
And you're okay with that?
Yes, because that doesn't. I have felonies. That doesn't make me who I am, right? I
don't know, man. It's really easy to not be a felon.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure it is. Okay.
And you couldn't. I get it, because you're already a felon.
Yeah.
And so you relate to him on that.
Except what's funny,
and that's why you're okay with other felons. I don't think you should be in a place of power either.
I don't relate to him on that actually.
Yes, you do. I don't think people like you should be in a place of power either. I don't think felons should be in a place of. I get it now. You relate to him on a legal level.
No, that's not what it is at all.
Can you even vote?
Yes, I can vote.
Felons
That's
can
why
vote?
It's so funny when I hear you guys always, felons can't vote. Felons can't vote. Yes,
I never said felons can't vote. I asked you the question.
I'm saying Democrats.
Democrats don't say that either.
Yes,
Democrats know the law. Democrats enforce the law. Oh, I get it. I get it now. I don't give a fuck about you. I get it now. You're a felon, and you think it's okay. You think it's okay to break federal law, and you think it's okay to like just be an immoral asshole.
No,
and that makes sense.
No, because
you can't say that and then also be a felon, my guy.
Right, but I paid my dues, right?
It's still easy to not be it's still easy to not be a felon.
You could say that. Yeah, I mean, in my
Chad, put a heart in the chat if you're not a felon.
Whatever you say. You can say it's easy not to. But
put a heart in the chat if you're not a felon and you came and you've never come close to being a felon.
Yeah, I'm sure in certain circumstances when people find themselves in situations, you would be surprised.
Name one situation where you have to become a felon.
Do you want me to give you my situation?
Why are you a felon?
Specifically?
Yeah.
It's a good question.
Damn.
I don't know.
Anyway,
I don't know how much of my info I want to put out there, but I'll just say there was a pew pew that was around that shouldn't have been around, and
you mother. Wow, are you serious? Oh my God, that's so embarrassing.
Not for me.
Go fucking figure for gun violence, chat.
Nope, definitely.
Bingo.
Just creating things in your
So what did you do with the firearm to become a felon? Because you that's still not felony status, right? So what?
It depends on the.
So what did you do? What did you do with the firearm?
Like I said, I don't know how much of my business I want to put out.
No one cares who you are. What did you do with the firearm?
You're right. Nobody cares. Let's see. So I found this for you. You need to know the difference between civil and criminal. So. I'm sorry, but like, you know, I get it now. You think just like Donald Trump that the law doesn't apply to you. No, it absolutely applies to me. Like I said,
and yet here you are, post felony, right? So it's
exactly, and that's the whole point, right? And
that's what I get it. That's why you think that felons should be able to be in places of power because you are one. And so that's I don't know how to explain to you like basic morality and what kind of precedent you should be setting for your child and the American community because you're already a part of the community that I think should not be in places of power.
That doesn't make any sense. Do you know? Okay, so you're telling. Hold on. So black people shouldn't be in positions of power if they have a felon?
Yeah.
No, that's ridiculous.
Why is that ridiculous? Why did you bring up race as if I would like contradict myself?
Because black people are proportionately. Black people tend to have felonies on a higher rate than white people. What are you talking about?
Right.
That's
so
the correlation.
Right. So if the black person committed the crime and they're a felon, the answer is no.
And it doesn't make them a bad person. Sometimes people make bad decisions.
Yeah. I don't know, man. That sounds like something a felon would say. I mean, you don't think grape makes someone a bad person. I don't know if I really.
I never said, again, you're putting words in my mouth. I never said that. I literally
You're voting for him. It's not a deal breaker for you. It's not. Would you let Donald Trump babysit your children?
Fucking time.
Would you let Donald Trump babysit your children?
Fuck no.
Oh my fuck! Get the fuck out of my life. Let's go. I would let Kamala Harris babysit my kids. Get the fuck out of my life, bro. You don't even trust the man. I can't even fucking believe this shit. I cannot. I don't know why he brought up race like that. That was gonna like that was gonna shake me. Oh, fuck. Wait. Oh. I don't know why they keep doing that. Like, that's gonna shake me. If you can't hold your own community accountable, what do you have? What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't think they. Wait, what type of criminal can't vote then, if not felons? I'm confused. Let's go on to the next person. If you're voting for Donald Trump, hop into the guest request, y'all. Double tap that screen, y'all. Double tap that screen. Mike, that's like the funniest shit I've ever been. Like, you're gonna vote for a man that you don't even want to watch your kids. I would let Kamala Harris watch my kids. How old are you? Hi, how old are you? You there? Films? Latrix? What? Hello? Oh, let's go on to the next person. Stop yelling. Turn your fucking phone down. I will literally turn my mic all the way up. Tell me to, matter of fact, mods, block these motherfuckers. His racism was creeping out. No, I think he tried to like racially, like morally test me. And I did not give him the answer that he thought. I didn't give him the answer that he thought he was gonna get. Like, I think he tried to like morally test me. No, black people who commit crimes should face the consequences of their crimes. Anyway, let's go on to the next person. Give it a second, y'all. People are not loading in. Mods, really quickly, can we clear out the guest requests just so like new people can fucking request them, please? If you are voting for Donald Trump, please hop into the. If you're voting for Donald Trump, please hop into the guest request. Oh my god, that was fucking tragic. Yeah, my IQ's pretty low. You can't know someone's IQ just by like looking at them. That's like literally impossible. I don't know how you would ever be able to determine that. What do you got, the fucking Shikigami eyes, bro? What the fuck? The fuck? What the fuck? Like, hello? This person's not. No one's loading in, y'all. No one's fucking loading in. Lip pencils, it's Makeup Forever. From Sephora. It's Makeup Forever from Sephora. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Chat is so mad. I don't know why. No one's loading in, chat. Is it me? I don't know if it's me. I don't know if it's me, chat. No one's loading in. No one's loading in. I hope we don't have to reset. Lots of angry people in the chat. I just block all of them. I don't really care. Fuck. Am I gonna have to restart? Well, chat, I might have to reset, y'all. If you want to keep watching the live, please please follow me and turn on the bell to tell you every single time I go live. I'll be right back. Literally just refresh the app real quick and I'll be right back on. Let me see. Anyway, y'all, we're back. Load in, everyone. Everyone, please load in. Lock and load in. Lock and load in. Anyway, everyone lock back in. Double tap the screen, share it to your friends, tell your friends that we're back alive again. That was a little bit weird. Like nobody was oh shit. Nobody was loading in. What are we playing today? with people's hearts. Anyway, double tap and share the live, you guys. Let's wait for some more people to file. Let's wait till like maybe 1,000 people get in here, and then we're gonna start some debates, y'all. In the meantime, double tap that screen. Thank you all so much for being here. I really do appreciate you. I really do appreciate you all. Thank you so much for the shares, y'all. Trying to figure something out here. There we go. Hold on, y'all. It's my fucking computer is like should not be fucking up right now. Piss me off. But yeah. Thank you all so much for being here. All right, y'all. We got 1,000 people in here. Let's start the debates, y'all. Let's start some debates. Remember, y'all, we are just looking for people who disagree. We are just looking for people who are voting for Donald Trump. Hi, how will you? Thank you so much for the rose, baby. Up, let's go on to the next person. My chair's on life support? Why? Up, let's go on to the next person. Hello? My chair's on life support? Why? You have an echo. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more debates in. Let's get some more debates in, y'all. Please, if you are not debating, please leave the guest requests, because I am only looking for people who are voting for Trump. I would really appreciate for people to respect my boundaries. So if you are voting for Donald Trump, please leave the guest request. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more debates in, y'all. Please be patient. How old are you?
I'm 23.
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
I don't know yet, but I just had a question for you, actually. A couple, like I think it was your live yesterday, you mentioned about like Ukraine and Russia, how we were aiding because we didn't want to set the precedent that larger countries could invade and overpower smaller countries. Do you know, when it comes to Palestine and Israel, what Kamala's policy or plan of action is?
Yeah, so though Kamala has stated before that she is in support of Israel as a sovereign state, she did say that the way that they defend themselves does matter, and that she wants to. Well, we are the closest we've ever been to a ceasefire right now, but she particularly wants to move towards a two-state solution. But that's as far as she's been spoken about it so far.
Yeah, I think that's like my one thing, because I mean, at this point,
it shouldn't be your one thing. It really should not be your one thing.
To be quite honest with you, like when it comes to Harris, I'm like, okay, I mean, again, it's just lesser of two evils, and I'm kind of tired of policies and, you know, politics as a whole turning into lesser of two evils. But it does make me nervous because she's spoken about two-state, but Israel seems to not want to have like an actual two-state solution. Like their military actions aren't, you know, backing that up. So I don't know,
but we don't really have control over what they do as another country. We're not like gods, you know. Like the United States government is not a god, and if this war continues between Israel and Gaza, then like, you know, that's what's going to happen, sadly. But it's never going to not be the case that the United States supports Israel. They're quite literally like the only democracy within the Middle East. They're quite literally the only way that America can keep their hands on the Middle East.
Yeah.
So this whole thing of like people wanting Kamala to begin like an arms embargo and things like that are just wholly fucking like unrealistic. And they don't really understand how these particular like pieces of legislation and like foreign diplomacy works. So I don't think it should be your only reason for like why you're voting for her. I think it's pretty selfish to like sacrifice every other person in this country for the sake of Gazans. But yeah.
Yeah, no, when I say it's my one thing, I mean like it's my one concern at this point, because I feel like you've given a lot of good information. Like I was led to believe that she was incarcerating a lot of Black people for like nonviolent drug offenses. You cleared that up for me. Mm-hmm. Great fact checker. So yeah, it's just I've noticed that she talks about the two-state, but I just don't know how well it'll go over and like what level of aggression she's willing to take to actually get it there, you know?
Yeah, it's a really hard thing. They honestly, like they haven't been like super open as to like how they've been able to like have these kinds of discussions. The most that we've seen is from Netanyahu being kind of unhappy with what she said to him. So at the very least, we know that there are some strong conversations going on to the point where it's actually starting to piss him off. So I would at least appreciate that, but we genuinely would just have to wait and see.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Okay. I appreciate you. You too. Bye-bye. Let's go on to the next person. Yeah, remember, we are just looking for people who are voting for Donald Trump. So if you are not voting for Trump, then there's not much of a conversation for us to have. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Yeah. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, 21.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Honestly, I don't think I'm going to vote for either of them.
So why are you here?
Because I have to say one thing. God loves you all. You guys will all see what's going to happen. Love you.
Gross. Let's go on to the next person. Could you imagine? Why do they do this? I don't know why Christians like keep not caring about consent, and I think that's really weird. I think that's like a really weird thing that they keep doing. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 33.
Like, you're gonna hurt a lot more people than you think you're helping. You're gonna hurt a lot more people. And calling me evil for caring about consent is proving my point. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And why is that? Actually, join the guest request so I can like mod and unmod you real quick, so I can try to fix that. Why are you voting for Trump?
Originally I was voting for RFK, but when he endorsed Trump,
why are you voting? Why were you voting for RFK? Why are you voting for a man that has worms in his brain?
His family has done a lot for this country.
His family disowned him
for reasons why his uncle was unalived.
Girl, are you fucking like sober? Are you cool?
I'm good.
Why are you talking? You don't know what you're talking about. Just say you don't know. His family endorses Kamala Harris. They disowned the man. He's a joke to them. He's quite literally the disgrace of the family. So I don't know why you're voting for worms for brains. Why are you not voting for Kamala and you're voting for Trump?
Well, Kamala has nothing to offer this nation.
Name one policy from both sides right now. Why do y'all keep saying this? Do you think it makes you sound smart?
That's not why I'm saying that. And
okay, then name one policy from
the Heritage Foundation. That's another reason not to vote for her.
Really, Kamala Harris. So, do you think she has like control over who endorses her?
I think they're all in one big club and we're not in it.
That means you don't read, honey. Because you agreeing with conspiracy theories doesn't help you at all, babe. Like, it really just doesn't. This is a nothing Then do it.
What do you want me to do?
Prove it.
In what way? I mean,
in a substantial way.
Everybody wants to call stuff conspiracy theories, but haven't the past?
We call things conspiracy theories when you make shit up and play it off as fact.
That is a phrase coined by.
Okay, let's go on to the next person. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. What a joke. Let's go on to the next. I cannot stand people who behave like that. Oh shit! I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring you up. Shut up. Re-request for a second. I clicked the wrong button. I hate when people do that.
The fucking black fat nigger.
Anyway, let's go on to the next person. I don't know why you guys keep doing that. Okay, let's go on to the next person. I don't know why they do that. Like, it like hurts. I don't know why. Hi, how old are you? Anyway, reparations. If you just watch that for free, I'm blocking you. This is not an interview.
Why are you voting for a woman that is with that's one of P. Diddy's closest friends?
Why are you voting for a man who was best friends with Epstein? And also, they were not close friends. She didn't even know the man.
Look it up. Do your homework, little bro.
I did.
Trump 2024. Jesus Christ 2024. Get right.
Why would you name Jesus Christ and then Trump in the same? Oh, there it is. That's why. Let me tell you something. The most evil people on this planet. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Hi, how old are you?
At the next light, turn back.
Oh my god, she's fucking driving. Oh my god, let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. We'll get some more debates on. Holy fuck. Oh my god. The most evil people on this fucking planet, y'all. Hi, how old are you? Why can't they fucking click on your account?
Hello, I am 18.
How old are you? I'm sorry, yeah, I'm sorry. Are you voting for Donald Trump? Why can't I click on your account?
Yes, I am.
Why is that? Can you even vote in America?
Yeah.
What is this fucking accent? Anyway. Why are you voting for Trump? Actually, what time is it for you?
It is 8 a.m.
Okay, let's go on to the next person. Oh, what the fuck? Why are they being so weird? What a waste. Why are they being so weird? Hi, how old are you?
47.
Your audio is garbage, my brother. I cannot hear you at all. We gotta let's go on to the next person. What the fuck? Yeah, it's 8 a.m. nowhere in America. I don't know why they're doing that. It's like already evening time at the very least. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 45.
Are you voting for Donald Trump? Why'd I get
Yes.
fucking... Okay, anyway, I hate TikTok so much that someone can come up and call me the N-word and I get flagged. Fuck this app. Anyway.
That
So,
is
yeah.
stupid. I apologize for all those idiots who act that way.
Are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
Then no, you don't. You're fucking voting for it. So why are you voting for Trump?
Not every person who votes for Trump, right?
Yes, you are. So
No,
can you go?
I'm not.
Yeah, but it's not a deal breaker for you. So can you go ahead and tell me why you're voting for it?
I like how he came up with the no tax on tips for hardworking waiters and waitresses. And
That's fucking it. You're gonna vote for a rapist because he doesn't tax
you
your
asked me
tips.
one thing. I'm going. We can have a conversation, but I don't think that's what you really want, is it?
That's it.
You just want to name call and put people down. I can tell
I
by
didn't
the
even call
smile
you
on your
anything.
face.
I didn't even call you anything.
Not yet.
I didn't say anything to you.
Well, you
just
called
met
me a
me.
racist. That's bad enough.
I said it's not a deal breaker for you, and yes, you are.
No, I'm not.
You can't say that you're sorry for people calling me the N-word and then you're voting for the man who uses the N-word.
Who doesn't use the N-word?
Let's go on to the next person.
Yeah.
Reparations, Cash App, Venmo in the bio. Hi, how old are you?
51.
Okay, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I'm a MAGA Trump supporter.
Gross. So why is that?
I just, as a black man, I can't see
Yours.
I can't see any black man voting for Kamala Harris because she puts too many black men in jail. She's one of those black men haters like Oprah.
Me when I lie.
Tara McMillan.
I don't hate black men. I hate people who can't blow their nose, though.
I have a sinus infection. Yeah, that's a part.
Damn, that's so crazy. Anyway, yeah. So, what black men does she put in jail?
I don't know their names, but you know we're all.
Can
the
you go?
same.
Can you go find the stat?
I don't have to. We all know.
Yes, you do. This is a debate. This is a debate platform. Can you
I'm
find
just
it?
letting you know why black men are gravitating toward Donald Trump.
Well, black men also aren't graduating from high school, so that's also another one.
Well, we're not set to be programmed. A lot of black women.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You said.
Yeah. Let's go on to the next person. Yeah. Hi, how old are you? I'm literally not being racist to my own people. If you cannot hold your own people accountable, especially the men of your own community, then you have nothing. Ash, it's not letting me like click on your account in any capacity, and I have no idea why. Hi, how old are you?
19.
What year were you born?
2000 or 05. I'll be 19 in 2 months.
So you're 18. Anyway, are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yup. But I was just saying we should talk about Harris for a minute. How
S.
she
Potter,
said,
thank you so much for the $5 Cash App for the reparations fund. Another one, thank you.
let's talk about how Harris said that illegal immigrants are not criminals, yet there has been over 100 different situations where illegal immigrants that have recently hopped the border have done nothing but kill and rape children. And there's many cases
Are
you can look them up.
Are black people villains? Are black people like criminals?
A majority, yeah.
A majority of black people are criminals?
They're less than 30% of the population, yet they're over 50% of the crime rate. So, yes.
Go cite that stat and read the entire thing.
Okay, I'll look it up right now.
Me when I'm racist? I need reparations immediately, chat. I will end this fucking live. I'll end this whole shit. Whitey's to the front. I didn't say that the statistic was racist. The statistic is true. Oh, he left. That's why. The statistic is true. But people just don't know what it says because they never actually read the statistic. So if any of you guys don't know, the statistic is not convictions. The statistics is arrests. Patrick, thank you so much for the reparations fund. Thank you for the $5. Another one, thank you. The statistic is arrests. Arrest doesn't mean guilt. And also when you factor in the fact that black people are more likely to be arrested, but not necessarily convicted, then you have something else. And then also when you factor in racial disparities within the court system, all of these things, these disparities between crime start to get smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you realize the real victims of this country when it comes to crime are indigenous peoples. I fucking said it. I'm sorry. When you really look at it side by side. Anyway, hi, how old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
No.
Oh, okay. I appreciate you, but I am just looking for people who are voting for Trump.
Real quick.
Damn. Okay, sorry. Let's go on to the next person. I'm sorry. I remember looking at the stat of like crime. Like there was this black person and white person on Twitter, and they were like arguing over like the 1350 stat, and they like cited the stat of like which race commits more crime, and like black and white crime were like neck and neck, and then you just saw indigenous people at the bottom in single digits. That shit killed me. I was like, who's the real victim in this country? Anyway, hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 21.
Cool. Ben, thank you so much for the $25 reparations fund. Thank you. Another one. Thank you. So yeah, are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And why is that?
Ultimately, I feel like he's the better option for our country and for our children in the future.
I know you believe that. The question is why.
One, I would say for the secure borders and the
secure borders. Secure borders. Grayson, thanks so much for the $5. Another one. Thank you. Another piece of reparations. Thank you. Yeah. So, what about the border? How is that? How is it possible? What are the stats on that?
What do you mean? Like, I'm talking about like the legal immigration. Like,
ooh, Portia, thanks so much for the $25. That's another one. Thank you for the the reparations fund. Sorry. What are you talking about here? What's the policy?
Like the legal immigration, how if you're going to come into the United States, you do it legally.
Both sides believe in that. Why do you think Democrats don't believe in legal immigration? What Democrat doesn't believe in legal immigration? Name one right now. Why'd they leave? Why'd they leave? I guess it was an accident. Why they? I don't know why they left. Let's go on to the next person. If you work, let me work. In reverse. Hi, how old are you?
55.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Hell no. I was just letting you know that you're doing an amazing job.
Mama, thank you. Thank you,
Love you,
Auntie.
baby.
Love you too.
Love you.
Thank you. Let's go on to the next person. Oh man, I love black women. Let me tell you that right now. Black men, you got some work to do. Black women, damn. Every time. They gonna do it every time. They gonna do it for me every time. Okay? Okay? They gonna do it for me every time. Hi, how old are you?
25.
Cool, are you voting? She said, hell no. Are you voting for Donald Trump? Oh, I don't know why they left. Let's go on to the next person. I said what the fuck I said. The only black man I trust is my fucking daddy. Let me tell you that right now. I'm not gonna lie. And it's not even a race thing. We just have a lot of curses within our community, and y'all just scare the hell out of me, you know? Anyway, hi, how old are you? All right, let's go on to the next person. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. My daddy, the only man I trust. God damn it. I died by my father. Hi, oldie.
I just wanted to say one thing. Jesus loves you. I'm not trying to force anything on you, but I hope you have a great day.
Gross. And let's go on to the next person. Get away from me immediately. I think we should start hosing y'all down when y'all do that. Like on some heavy civil rights movement type shit.
Hello.
Hi, how old are you?
22.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes.
And why is that?
Well, I feel like people are far too reliant on what Harris proposes are, since she was literally just
Are you even
vice
voting in
president.
the United States?
Yeah.
What time is it for you?
1:09 p.m.
You're a
Sorry,
citizen.
pardon me, 1:12.
Oh my God, he's in the fucking mid. Okay, and why is that?
Well, first off, who do you think did better, Trump or Biden?
Biden. By a
Why?
landslide. Because
Why?
Biden brought us out of, whoa, my GPU, sorry. Biden actually prevented us from going into a recession via the American Rescue Plan after COVID. Donald Trump widely Donald Trump widely mismanaged the COVID pandemic, given the fact that he knew about it for months prior and then did nothing, but then also did not incentivize for his own supporters to get the vaccine by peddling the same type of conspiracy theories that his voter base would support. Also saying that like people should be injecting fucking horse tranquilizer into their fucking veins, as well as saying that they should shine bright lights into their bodies. These are real things that he said. So yeah,
Are you
terms
sure
of
the context of those were in a serious manner?
I don't give a fuck if they were in serious or non-serious manner. That is an unbecoming.
It's very
I'm
important.
not done speaking. That is an unbecoming thing for a president to say, because people did not take it as a joke. People genuinely believe the things that come out of his mouth. He did not state that was a joke. He was dead serious. Presidents should not be making jokes about these things.
So
people were dying. Millions of people
what
were
about
dying.
the whole drug situation with Harris then?
What situation?
Basically how, there was a lot of people put in jail for that, but she did the same thing.
Name them.
Can't apparently on TikTok stream.
Who?
Well, name the drug or name who?
No, I'm asking you, can you find these people?
I don't think I really have to. I think it's pretty confirmed.
No, it's not. Then confirm it.
So there was no one put in jail for doing drugs.
I'm asking you to go find it.
I think we all know.
I think we all don't. So can you go find it?
So you don't know?
Can you go find it, please?
And then how do I show you that?
Right. So what I would require for you to do is to go find the source, and then when you do that, you come back and you tell me the title.
Link or?
You tell me the title, and then where you got it from.
Evidence,
you tell me.
Everyone knows this.
If you think it's evident, then it should be easy for you to go find it. Then.
So you're debating people, you don't know this.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm just asking you to verify your source.
Well, let's not waste time if you know.
We're not wasting time. What you're saying is false. I'm asking you to provide me with the source that tells you that is true.
You just said that you knew about it.
I know what you're talking about. I didn't say what you said was true.
So you want me to find a source and then come back?
I want you to find a source for what you're saying, yeah.
Okay, well, let's move on, because that's going to take
We're not going to move on.
Time to present anyway.
I literally just said that it's not true. Me knowing what you're referring to doesn't mean that it's true. Why are you wasting my time right now?
Well, that's just easy. What? You know it's true.
No.
I think you just think Trump's worse, but you know she's done that. There's no way you don't.
She literally didn't. So can you go ahead and find the source? I'm waiting.
So how do I send that to you?
You don't need to send it. It's called going on the fucking internet. I will give you time. You go to whatever website you need to go to, and then you find the source for it.
Oh, okay, got you. All right.
What the fuck? Also, if you're off the app, I can't hear you.
Okay, thank you for that.
So did you find a source?
Yeah, one sec. So what's the name of this? Washington Post. On the Washington Post, it literally says that she.
What is the
used
title of it?
It's Harris versus Trump on crime.
What does it say?
I'm going to be careful not to say the.
So this is literally this is just from the Washington Post, Harris versus Trump on crime, where they stand on the issue. They are asked particular questions. Do you support the 2018 First Step Act? If not, would you seek its repeal? Kamala Harris, Harris voted for the First Step. Like, what is this? This isn't even, what is this? Legalizing marijuana. Harris supports decriminalizing, like what?
So if you scroll down a bit, it says Harris decriminalizing.
I cannot fucking hear you if you're outside of the app.
Hello, hello.
If you leave the app,
So
I can't hear
down
you.
a bit, you can see that she. Yeah, that's my fault.
Okay.
Oh my gosh! Wait, my phone's acting crazy
Harris
now.
supports decriminalizing marijuana use, introduced a Senate bill to federally decriminalize the drug in 2019. She believes nobody should go to jail for smoking marijuana. She said at the White House roundtable in marijuana forum in March. She urged federal agencies to act quickly on the Biden-Harris administration's directive to reassess the marijuana's classification on the federal drug schedule. She cited the proportionate marijuana arrest numbers for Black and Latino Americans, saying far too many people have been sent to jail for multiple marijuana possessions. She touted the administration's pardoning of people with federal marijuana convictions and its call for states pardon for such convictions. Harris's stance represents a shift in her views. Stop talking when she was district attorney. Her office convicted nearly 2,000 people for marijuana-related crimes when she ran for California attorney and blah, blah, blah. She opposed legalizing recreational marijuana. By 2019, she supported legalization, and as presidential candidate, she said she smoked marijuana and defended its recreational use. Okay, so what?
Thank you. Thank you. So do you agree that that was from when? So therefore, there should be no charges of that if she supported that from 2020 to 2024.
Wait, what?
So she said.
So wait, you mean to tell me her office, people broke the law at the time, so her office had to do their job? Are you telling Kamala Harris that she should not have done her job?
Telling you she does a poor job.
How does she do a poor job of it? The number that you saw, if you think it was a lot, that means they did a very good job at prosecuting these people. You quite literally just proved that they did a good job at it. Like her job was not to prosecute people based off of how serious she thought their crime was. Her job was to prosecute people who broke the law. So Azula, thanks so much for the $2 cash out. You think that she should lose her job?
She would never lose her job.
She would lose her job if she wasn't doing it.
Nah, because there's some scammy ass shit going on.
So you think that ought to happen?
So did you see that when
Why are we
Biden
pivoting?
and Harris had
Why are we pivoting?
Did you see that?
Why are we pivoting?
What do you mean, why are we pivoting?
Why the fuck are we pivoting?
Why not? We come to a disagreement.
Let's go on to the next person. Worthless. Yeah, I don't know. This argument that Kamala Harris should not have done her job is fucking crazy. Whether or not she thinks that these things should be legalized has nothing to do with whether or not she was required by law to prosecute these people. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I am 20 years old.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And why is that?
Because I am worried about the unaccompanied children entering the United States.
Why the fuck would you ever care about that and then vote for Donald Trump?
Because in the Biden presidency from 2021 to now, there's been over 150,000 unaccompanied minors going into sponsor families.
Okay. And Donald Trump is going to stop this how?
According to the Washington Post, it was that statistic. I'm going to go back to that page real quick so you won't be able to hear me, but okay, can you hear me again? Sorry.
Yeah.
There was under 1 million illegal border crossings at the Mexico-United States border throughout Trump's entire presidency. And the second we hit 2021, entering the Biden presidency in January, we hit an all-time high of 2.2 million in 2023 and just at about 2 million in 2021.
Okay. Man, what was happening at that time?
I'm not quite sure, but
you don't know what was happening in 2020 to 2021?
Could I finish my sentence?
Are you being I asked you a question, and are you being disingenuous or are you being dead ass?
I am being dead ass.
You don't know that there was an entire pandemic?
I do. However, a pandemic does not excuse illegal immigrants crossing and trafficking our United States children.
Right. So I'm a little bit confused. So what policy does Donald Trump want to pass to limit this from happening? Because there was a policy that would limit this from happening.
Control.
How would this be the case when he shot down the bill that would do just that?
I'm not quite sure you have read his plan between him and
he had concepts.
Yes. So with those concepts, he is planning to do so.
Yeah, that's not a policy. Concepts are not policies. Also, Chad, we're gonna need to restart again because my live visibility got restricted. I guess because I talked about drugs. I guess I don't fucking know.
If you're not concerned about the illegal
no, you're not concerned about it, and neither is he, because he's quite literally shot down the bill to stop this from happening. Stop talking.
Show you the
Please stop talking. Please stop talking.
So yeah, fine. You can take me off. It's fine. I said
okay. Yeah, but you're lying though.
I'm definitely not. The statistic is there.
You're wrong.
If you want to go look it up.
Right, but you're looking at the statistic and then voting for the man who shot down the bill that would stop this from happening. Right, so then you're voting for the man who stopped this from happening.
So why was the
because he shot down the border bill. He shot down the bill that would stop this from happening.
You're saying that was Trump.
It quite literally was. Republican people from the House have confirmed this multiple times.
So that's the reason the illegal immigration reached an all-time high of 2.2 million
during a pandemic. Pandemic
or not, it would not matter.
That is literally That's literally why it would increase. For you to say that it doesn't matter is wholly fucking like ill-informed. It matters. That's literally why it matters. It's literally why it matters.
So COVID-19 that spread out in 2019, hence its name, during Trump's presidency.
I don't think that's why it's named that, but it's fine.
It absolutely
I don't know. Go. I don't care. Go.
But if COVID-19 that was happening, at least we'll say 2020, if we're going to be generous, that was throughout Trump's final year. If he did not care about border control at all, we would have reached an all-time high in 2020, wouldn't we? It doesn't make sense.
What the fuck are you talking about? There were more illegal crossings. It increased under him as well.
I'm looking at the statistic right now.
It increased under Biden and it increased under Donald Trump. Neither of that is either of their faults. It's not.
You can quite literally go look at the Homeland Security. Okay, so you're looking at it as well.
Right. So what I'm looking at also is border protection and security. Yes. So right. Okay. So what are you on about?
I'm on about the illegal immigration high.
Right. Right. So this was happening because of a pandemic.
Okay, so we shouldn't be worried about the American citizens.
But your party doesn't care about American citizens because they shot down the bill that would have protected American citizens.
Okay. So the all-time high, I'm sorry, I'm just going to cover this real quick. So because of COVID-19, it is completely fine that we have over 2.2 million.
I never said that it was fine. I said that the reason that they were coming to the United States was because of the pandemic. I never said that it was fine. I never made a moral claim regarding it.
So then it's not fine. So that is the reason I'm voting for Trump.
Right. So again, this doesn't make any sense Please listen to what I said.
Does.
No, it doesn't. I'm going to go ahead and explain this to you for what is, I think, the fourth time. Immigration, both illegal and legal, but particularly illegal, increased both under Donald Trump and Joe Biden. This is because there were geopolitical tensions and there was a pandemic. There was a pandemic.
You are right. I will agree with you. You are right. However, that pandemic is over. We need to move past and try to better our country and get the illegal immigrants that are causing drug use, sexual trafficking of minors.
Right. I agree with you. And yet your party and your candidate shot down the bill that would do just that twice.
Okay, so
if
can
you
tell me what that bill
cannot,
is so I can go look it up, or
right, you could just look up the Biden border bill or the border security bill.
I'll be honest, I've been for the last month or so between a crossroads between Kamala Harris and Trump. I've been leaning more towards Trump because of that fact, because I would like to.
Why would you lean more towards Trump? And you just said here that American citizens are being put in danger because of these illegal immigrants crossing the border. And this guy wants to use that and leverage it against you just so he can win an election. You're going to vote for him because of it?
If he's going to get out the illegal immigrants,
but what he did to you is immoral, right? He is putting you at risk just so he can win an election because you're scared of immigrants.
There were so many immoral things that happened during the.
That doesn't mean that you should. Okay, so name them, please.
Can I please just finish? I'm saying that there were so many immoral things that happened that is now happening in the Harris-Trump campaign. There was also so many. Okay, and I'm going back to the Biden-Trump campaign, where all of the Hunter Biden computer files were.
Hunter Biden is not a political figure. Stop bringing him up. Shut up. Stop bringing up Hunter Biden. He's not a political figure. He's not a part of this election.
I'm just saying.
Stop bringing him up. It doesn't help you. No.
Okay.
If I hear the name Hunter Biden again, you're fucking off the live. He's not a political figure.
Okay. Going back to what I was saying, there were a ton of immoral things that happening. That being one, we don't have to cover it.
He's not a part of the administration. Okay. That has nothing to do with the administration.
Okay, however, it is an immoral reflection of his character, just like Trump has. I agree.
Of whose character? He's not a political figure.
I'm talking about Joe Biden.
How is his son being a drug addict a reflection of Joe Biden's character?
I don't see how it wouldn't be.
So a parent who's I'm sorry, shut the hell up. No. So a parent whose child grows up to be a murderer, you think that parent is also more likely to also be a bad person? Is that what you genuinely think?
Absolutely.
You're a psychopath. You're actually fucking insane.
It is all up to those parents.
No, it is not. You're actually fucking insane.
If I am
that's the craziest shit I've ever heard. How do you don't know if that was the case with Joe Biden? You're just assuming this. You are adding in the case of enabling particular behaviors to Joe Biden, and you don't know if that ever happened between him and Hunter.
Okay.
Sometimes people just become drug addicts. Sometimes people's children commit crimes. The last guy here, you think his parents knew that he would be a felon? No. Okay. Deidre, thank you so much for the $5 event. I appreciate you. Be fucking for real. That is a grown ass man. You cannot decipher a parent's character based off of their children all the time. That is not always a one-to-one.
Okay. In some situations, I agree. Yes, you are right.
Okay, so now you're going to have to prove that this is the case with Joe Biden since you're so confident.
I'm not saying I'm so confident. That's why I was saying that we don't have to cover it. I'm making the claim. This is the claim that I am making.
You're saying that this is reflective of the administration
that were happening in the Biden-Trump election that is now
that had nothing to do with the election, nor does it have anything to do with Biden, nor does it have anything to do with his administration. It didn't matter then. It doesn't matter now. It didn't matter then either.
Okay, so it doesn't matter now. So
then don't bring it up. I don't know why you brought it up.
And the things that are being speculated on Trump, why do they matter now?
They're not speculations. The man's a felon on 34 counts.
Okay. And that's fine. If I have to vote for a convicted felon, then I have to vote for a convicted felon because
what the fuck are you talking about? You're saying that they're speculations. Not a single thing about Trump was a speculation. He is a felon.
I'm not talking specifically about that. if you
Then
want
what
to,
are you
we
talking
can.
about, my love? What are you talking about? Okay.
Honestly, I was literally just coming on here to say that was why the illegal immigration.
But you don't care. But you don't care about that, though.
How do I not care?
Because you're voting for the man who shot down the bill that would have made you like more protected as an American citizen. Because he
From
wants to
illegal
run on
immigrants?
it. Literally, yes. This bill that was proposed by both Democrats and Republicans was shot down in the House at Donald Trump's request. This has been confirmed multiple times. The man is immoral. That is an immoral thing to do to your own citizens, so you can leverage their fear for immigrants against them just so you can gain power. That is an immoral thing to do.
Okay.
But obviously, it seems like not even grape is a deal breaker for you.
President has done
Okay, so then you don't have like a moral compass. Anyway, guys, we're gonna go ahead and restart. We're gonna go ahead and restart, y'all. Again, fuck. We're gonna go ahead and restart. It's so weird for people to like say my name. Anyway. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. Let's start the debates again, y'all. Give it a second. We'll get some more debates in. Shit. We'll get some more debates in, y'all. My bad. Give it a second, y'all. I hit 150K? I did? Fuck. Thank you. Holy shit. Thank you so much. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm 37.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And why would you ever do something as terrible as that?
Well, I'm actually wondering why you say he's such a terrible man when you're voting for Camilla harassment.
Are you trolling? Are you like?
I'm sorry.
I'm about to say, like, this is not a real accent. Let's go on to the next person. I don't know. I have no idea. Wait, Ashley, let me see if I can do it. I don't know why I can't freaking click on your account. Wait, Ashley, I'm just gonna bring you up real quick, and then I'm gonna fucking bring up another person. There we go. Oh, there we go. Hi, how old are you? Hello? Hello?
25.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump? Nick, you're lagging out real bad. We got to move on to the next person. Y'all come back if you fix your Wi-Fi. But you're lagging out real bad, my brother. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 18.
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yeah.
Okay. Are you fucking gooning or some shit? Why do you sound like this?
What? Gooning? No.
Okay, so
I was
are
like
you
a little sick in the morning, but.
Oh, okay. So are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yeah, I'm voting for Trump.
Why is that?
One is because I think he will be better culturally and for the political landscape of the country.
Mar, thank you so much for the $10 reparations. What did your fucking English teacher tell you that? Why is that?
What do you mean? Oh, why would he be better for the political landscape of the country?
Yeah, what does political landscape mean?
One, because he pushes, I think, something I would agree with, which is identity politics. And that, you know, race is real and that it determines who we vote for.
What?
You understand what I just said? You know what identity politics is?
I know what identity politics is. I'm asking you what's the relevance of what you just said in regards to identity politics.
Because he pushes identity politics.
You think because he supports white nationalists that makes him a good candidate?
Supports white nationalists like who?
Right, like the Proud Boys?
How does he support them?
Right, so like during like the Charlottesville protests, he said that there were good people on both sides.
Yeah, I don't think that was a support for what the protest was for. I think that was just a blanket statement.
Right, I think it's wrong for presidents to make blanket statements about white nationalists in regards to like them being like good people.
Do you think America is a white country?
No.
No? Why do you say that? It was founded as one.
No, it really wasn't.
It wasn't?
No.
Who created America?
Native American people.
Native American. I didn't know Native
here.
American people built the
It's quite literally
Declaration of Independence.
It's quite
or
literally
the Constitution.
It's quite literally their land, but go off.
It's not their land. They didn't have any concept of buying and owning land. So
And
you'd
yet-
be wrong on that.
So how do we determine that it's our land?
Because we created an institution.
Yeah, but like who enforces that? And why?
The people who created the institution, white people.
Yeah, but how does that
The
determine
people who
ownership?
settled on
But how
this
does that
land.
determine ownership?
The people
though?
who settled on this
But
land.
how does that
Just
determine?
like how every
are you
other,
like a fucking like Nazi or
just
some
like
shit?
how every other country was formed.
I think I'm just talking to a Nazi. I think I'm just talking to a Nazi. I think I dead ass just started a conversation with an actual Nazi, like a skinhead. Let's just go on to the next person because wherever that was about to go was about to be bad. So I'm not going to do it. I'm going to go ahead and not engage. I'm going to go ahead and not engage. I'm going to go ahead.
Hi, how you doing?
Hi, are you voting for Trump?
I'm not voting for Trump. I'm voting
Okay.
for Kamala.
Okay, I appreciate you, but I'm just looking for people who are voting for Trump. Let's go on to the next person. I'll give it a second. Yeah, I meant to say indigenous people. My bad, y'all. It's like people really don't know what the word indigenous means, though. Hi, how old are you?
18.
Are you voting for Trump?
What'd you say?
Are you voting for Trump?
I'm actually voting for you. I'm voting for Tashika.
I'm not voting for office.
Well, I wish you were.
Okay. Anyway, so are you voting for Trump?
Yes.
And why is that?
Fag.
I think he's gooning. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. We'll get some more debates in. I'm a little bit scared. So it's getting a little strange, getting a little freaky and goofy in here. Hi, how old are you?
18.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because I believe that Kamala was only picked, Kamala, sorry, was only picked because she is a black woman.
Oh, you're just racist.
I'm actually a black woman.
Yeah, black people can still have racial bias towards themselves.
Yeah, so the reason I say this is because there's actual evidence for this. If you want to look up the source, it says the title is "Pressure Grows on Joe Biden to pick a black woman as his running mate."
Okay, and does it mean that she can't?
So that actually helped them win the presidency in 2020.
I agree. Yeah, W.
Yeah, so that is not how somebody should qualify. I don't think it should be based on
that wasn't the only reason she qualified.
Okay, so if we want to promote black excellence, then why are we saying
she is black excellence? She went to an HBCU.
That's what I'm saying. I agree, but I'm saying if we want to promote black excellence in young black people, then why are we only saying that? Well, we need a black woman so that we can win this. Why not the qualifications based on like
name her qualifications right now?
I couldn't tell you any because I genuinely
it's because you have a racial fucking bias. That's why.
No,
she does have the qualifications. What did she do before she was vice president?
Could you tell me that?
Right. So she was like district attorney. So like I don't know why you're.
Okay, so just
what about that? What about that? I'm not done speaking. I'm not done speaking.
Attorneys that ran that
right. So then who would have been a better pick than Kamala Harris then?
There's so many. I couldn't tell you one
Name
right
one.
now, but I know
Name one.
Kamala definitely wasn't
Name one.
the one.
Name one.
That's exactly why I'm voting for Trump.
Right. So no, it's because you have a racial bias towards black women. Even though he had pressure to pick a black woman, I think that's also a good thing as well. I think we should pressure our political figures to pick people of color. I think that's a very important thing, especially when we're stop talking, my love. Stop talking, my love. I know you're voting for a rapist, but we care about consent over here. I refuse to be more respectful. Okay, so either cope or get out of my life. Right. So like I was saying before, so what about the fact, like, even I can grant you this, I can grant you that one of the reasons in which he picked her was because she was a black woman. Why is that inherently wrong?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I could agree with you that one of the reasons that he picked her was because she's a black woman. I inherently think that it's a good thing. I think it's a good thing that he picked her because she was a black woman.
Okay, that's great and all, but like you also have to consider that like that creates a sense of like we're only looking for this specific qualification of race. That should have been titled.
That wasn't the only qualification though. Where are you getting that from?
Okay, so what other qualification? You literally just told me district attorney.
What are the qualifications to become vice president? I'm
talking about becoming president.
What are the qualifications to become president?
First of all, she's not like at the intellectual level.
What is the intellectual level that a person ought to have in order to be president?
Okay, first off, you couldn't tell me a single policy that she has enacted or
enacted as vice president. Vice presidents don't enact policies.
Okay, so tell me, what has she done as vice president?
As vice president, she passed the most tie-breaking votes in American history, as well as the fact that as people have expected her to do.
How does that affect the American people?
That's literally what the vice president's job is.
Okay.
So like, what are you critiquing?
I'm
Are you critiquing the Constitution? Like,
okay, can you tell me a policy that she is trying to pass right now?
Trying to pass?
Or a policy that she has that she will put in place when she becomes president?
Right. So there's the $25,000 down payment on homes for new buyers.
Okay, so and how exactly
and also 2 million new homes being built because she's vice president, genius. I just said this. Amanda, thank you so much for the $25 Venmo. Like I just said this. Oh, she left. Hello? Like what? What? Like what? Like what? Fuck. Chat, how do you put something in your other hand in Minecraft again? What key is that on your keyboard? Somebody tell me, I forgot what it was. Hi, how old are you?
Good morning, I'm 50.
Cool, are you voting for Donald Trump?
No, I'm not.
Okay, my love, I'm just looking for people who are voting for Trump, though. I do appreciate you. F, thank you so much. Let's go on to the next person, y'all. Give it a second. Remember, we are just looking for some debates. Like, I don't understand, like, black Trump supporters, like, scare the fuck out of me because, like, what are you talking about? What are you on about, brother? My brother in Christ. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 26, so I wasn't trying to come up. I was doing my job.
It's okay, my love. I got you. Let's go on to the next person. Y'all give it a second. We will get some more debates in. If you do want to support me, Cash App, Venmo in the bio. I do require reparations immediately. Thank you all so much for being here. Hi, how old are you?
I'm 30.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yep.
And why is that?
Why are you so disrespectful? Why are you disrespectful for coming on your platform?
I'm overall a very disrespectful person.
No, people who come on your platform, even those who are support of Kamala and Trump, you disrespect them. It's not good.
When have I disrespected a Kamala supporter?
No, always respect people who come on your platform. We are out to learn.
Why? I'm not. But I'm not here to teach.
They are out to give out the good information. You are also out to give out the good information.
Then do that.
Wayne, you understand?
Why? But here's my thing. Why do Trump supporters come up here and just complain? You think if the man was passing good policies, you guys would have nothing but great things to say. But I don't think I've heard a single like positive thing come out of your mouths. It's because he doesn't have any of these. Like, I don't really give a fuck, you know? Like, the reason, like, I think, like, inherently, like, within a good society, you ought to be mean to people who support, you know, white nationalism, people who are complicit. I think that's our biggest issue as a society is that we are complicit to hatred. I think that's a huge thing. I think we are complicit to the fact that that so many people within our country, honey, I'm a black woman is speaking. You know, it's just like, I just think within our country, we are so flippant with the fact that our babies can't read. You know, these kids can't read. They're hooked on whippets, but not phonics, you know, and I think that's a problem. I think that's a systemic problem that we're having in this country. And you're voting for the man who commonly says the N-word, who is historically racist. And here's the thing.
He's not a racist. Everybody's a racist.
No, everyone can be biased. Only white people can be racist.
Stop saying that.
I'm not going to stop saying that.
Hold on. Those who come to your platform to educate
wait, where are you from?
Listen.
But where are you from?
Listen, like, really, you don't need to know where I'm from.
Because, honey, he doesn't like you. He quite literally called your country a shithole. Like, what? How is that not racist?
Listen, you don't even know where you're coming from. You don't even know your history, motherfucker.
I do. I'm from Jamaica. I quite literally am. I'm not Black American. I do know where I come from.
You are the only Jamaican who's
I am the only Jamaican.
Have you ever seen an Indian?
An Indian?
Yes.
If I'm from Jamaica, of course I've seen an Indian. They're all over Jamaica.
No, nobody is going for Kamala. Why nobody?
Everyone is.
No, I've not seen that. Because you're an idiot.
You need to. Oh,
you're a piece of shit. That is why a girl like you will not get married.
Oh, that's not.
Shit like
get
you
married to you. To
and
you?
You say you're beautiful. What do you mean?
I think I'm pretty hot.
Beautiful doesn't lie in the face of a woman.
But it
beauty
literally
lie on your character.
What are you talking? No, it
Character is
doesn't.
beauty.
Only
It's not
only
your face.
only ugly people think beauty's on the inside. Okay, let's not. That's a lie that pretty people told you.
It is not.
Stop it. All right, it's on both sides. Stop coping. Stop coping. That's a lie that really attractive people told to people who are not attractive, so they would stop hating them. Hi, how old are you? It is
32.
not just on the inside. Okay, so are you voting for Donald Trump?
I'm not voting for any, but nobody wants Harry Balls 24. Bitch.
Yeah, you do though, because you're not voting. Let's go into the next person. Like you literally do. You're not voting. Also, there's an actual politician named Harry Balls. That's the funny part. Hi, how old are you?
Hey, I'm 25.
Cool. Are you voting for Donald Trump?
I'm not, but I just had to say that these bitches out here are so fucking disrespectful.
Y'all have got to stop doing that shit on my live. You will get me banned. What the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god, stop. Oh my god, stop it. Cut it out. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi, how old are you?
48.
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is that?
Because he's white.
Oh, you're just a Nazi. Let's go on to the next person. Bro's like, bro actually came out. Like, they're so face off with it, bro. They're so face off with the fact that they're just like straight up Nazis. I think that's so crazy. And then like black people are voting for that. Whoa. Hi, how old are you?
33.
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Hell to the Yizzel.
Yeah, can you speak like a normal person?
Nah, because you don't speak like a normal person.
Okay, I don't know what you just said. So are you voting for Donald Trump?
Well, it's hell to the Yizzel.
I don't know what that means.
I'm messing with you, love. Yes, I'm not voting for a Kamala, not at all.
It's Kamala. It's Kamala.
It's Kamala. Her mama called her that. Her auntie called her that.
They never called her that. Her mother named her.
You don't do a lot of research on Kamala then, obviously.
Let's go on to the next person. Why black men are perpetuating this same type of hatred is crazy. My people must do better. And this is why I say what I say, that I'm very disappointed in them as an entire sex. Hi, how old are you?
56.
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, I am.
And why is that?
Why is that? Because, well, where's your girl at up there in North Carolina after the hurricane? Nowhere to
Aubrey,
be
thank you
found.
so
Where's
much for
Trump
the $5 reparations. Donald Trump is also not there. Donald Trump quite literally said to the people
Donald
of North
Trump
Carolina.
is there.
Anyway, so Donald Trump quite literally said, first of all, he can't. Oh yeah, he did go there. He can't provide any aid, even though he's a billionaire. He actually can't provide any aid. He quite literally said, and I quote, "It's the wettest hurricane ever." He's down there and just standing there like a statue, and he can't provide any aid.
He's
White House has
he's
provided
down
aid.
there providing it for everybody.
Okay, so what is the aid? What did he do? Is he
Oh my
sending
God,
money?
do you not watch the news?
Is
Do
he
you not
sending-
watch the news?
What did he do?
He's down there helping out.
He's down there helping
supplies
out
and everything.
He's handing out
handing out
supplies,
supplies.
from. You mean the supplies
Handing
from
out
the White
supplies
House?
to everybody.
You mean the supplies from the White
Y'all
House?
don't, yeah, you just ignorant like all the other ones.
You mean the supplies?
All you
from
Democrats is just ignorant.
You mean the supplies from the White House, my brother?
No, from FEMA.
My brother in Christ. My brother in Christ. My brother in Christ. So that's why you're gonna vote for him. You're gonna vote for him for doing the bare minimum.
Bare minimum.
Yeah.
I don't see Harris or Biden down there doing nothing.
They don't need to do anything. They sent humanitarian aid. They don't need to go down there. They have other
if
jobs.
Kamala
to do.
Harris wanted to be
It's
president,
Kamala
she would
Harris.
have her ass down there doing something.
Doing what? They sent aid. They sent millions in aid.
Yeah, but if she wants to be president, she should be down there showing her face, doing everything else. But no, where's she at? She's probably out blowing somebody like she always does.
Oh, these motherfuckers. Oh my God. Y'all have got to remove yourself from the gene pool. I don't understand this. You guys would prefer a photo op than actual humanitarian aid. Aubrey, thank you so much for the $5 Venmo. What the my brother in Christ. Hi, how old are you?
Hi, I'm of age. I'm good.
Okay, are you voting for Donald Trump?
Absolutely.
And why is that?
Many reasons. I feel like Trump derangement syndrome has a lot of people not able to critically think. Under
Debatable.
Trump, we had no new wars. We had
Oh my
no
fucking god.
inflation.
There's no way you just brought up critical thinking and then just made the point that includes zero critical thought.
So you're telling me there were new wars under Trump? I mean,
That doesn't mean that he caused that. Like, what the fuck?
Yes,
like,
it does.
There's no
It's-
way.
it's-
There's no way you just critique people's critical thinking and then just show that you have none of your own.
I can explain.
Right. So, what did Donald Trump do to cause like there to be no wars?
Oh, I have many receipts for that. He
I'm
put
asking you.
sanctions on Iran and did not allow Iran, a country whose government says death to America, death to Israel, to have money to embolden their proxy groups like Hamas and Hezbollah, which we're seeing now. Under Trump, Putin never would have dared enter Ukraine because Trump is a negotiator. He understands NATO.
Putin was already encroaching on Ukraine.
And under Biden and Harris, we're about to do World War III.
People, you don't know. How did World War II start?
I mean, there's different.
Okay, then tell me how both.
But
so
there's many different.
That's
reasons.
That's World War I, honey. How did World War II start?
Well, you tell me, since you probably
the invasion of Poland is not an idea.
Okay, so again, for World War.
So what's going on right now?
What's your point now? I mean, there's a lot of things that are amplified with weak leadership.
Right. So one, Russia was already encroaching on Ukraine during Trump's presidency. Two,
they didn't enter though. Trump says repeatedly he can end the war in a day, so everyone stops dying.
That is called a lie. Also,
no, it's not
Putin
a
literally
lie.
tried to.
Again,
Putin literally stop talking, my love. Putin tried to spy on Trump. Okay,
Yeah,
so I don't know where you're getting this from.
Again, that's all the Russia. That was all debunked.
You brought it up. It was not debunked. This is a true thing that happened.
Again, you can say anything you want. The facts don't change. Putin did not. Putin did not enter Ukraine. Israel was not
Putin
attacked.
Putin was already
in the
waiting.
world.
It was not
to
quiet
mention
at all.
The disaster of
Not in Yemen.
Afghanistan,
There was
where
not
Harris
quiet.
was the last
There was-
one in the room. Are you proud of?
Anyway, critical thought is out the door. There was not peace in the world. Children in Yemen were starving. So I don't know where. I don't know. I guess you think it's peace when like these smaller countries are unable to fight back. I guess that's peace to you. But no, this that is not peace.
Okay. Children
so anyway, so can you go ahead and tell me how this?
Children are dying everywhere.
Me when I'm a psychopath.
They're dying.
Anyway,
Many of them in Muslim
that doesn't
countries.
mean me when I'm a psychopath. Anyway, so can you go ahead and tell me how this it directly stopped these wars from happening?
What?
And how
What is your question
him sucking up to dictators somehow ended up
again,
ended
there's
up
your
with
Trump
us
derangement
stopping.
syndrome again. There was
What Trump?
peace.
That's not a real thing. And no, there was not peace. There was not
There was.
peace.
In fact,
children were starving in Yemen.
Children are
That is
still
not
starving.
peace.
There's children starving everywhere.
Exactly.
In
That
Africa
means that there
and
is
the Middle
not.
East.
Exactly. That means
But
that
we
there
had
is
no
indeed
new
not
wars.
peace. That
We
doesn't
had
mean
no
that
new
there.
wars.
That doesn't mean that there's peace. He was bombing children more than
So,
he was bombing people in the Middle East more than Obama did.
he was not. Are you
He
aware
quite
of what
literally
the
was. That
Abraham
was one of the.
Accords are?
That was what. That doesn't fucking mean that he wasn't bombing places. Do you know what the Abraham Accords are?
Someone's getting triggered. Are you going to drop me now? Because you got triggered? Are you going to drop me?
Triggered
Are you
for
dro-
what?
Are you going to? You want to. But don't, because I want you to hear something. Let's have a conversation.
Triggered for what?
Well, you're getting a little bit triggered. So let's
Triggered that you're complicit in
the
triggered that you're complicit in the death of children.
I never said I was a complicit in the death of children. I'm saying children are
tried
dying
to
all over the world. and
Right,
that
you
has
tried to
nothing
devalue the
do
fact
with
that
no new wars.
You tried to devalue the fact that he was like very much
Okay,
responsible
go ahead,
for
put
these
words in
things
my
going on.
mouth. Go ahead.
Anyway, so you were very much trying to like play down the fact that he was responsible for these children starving. And
What are you
simply
talking
because
about? What
and simply
children
because
starving? Whose children?
the food drought in Yemen, these children were starving.
Oh, so it wasn't a Muslim on Muslim problem. It was Trump's fault.
Right. So let me go ahead and grab this for you because I don't understand how you cannot grasp this.
Okay. So you didn't tell me what the Abraham Accords were. Do you know what they are?
You can tell me what they are.
Great. So the Abraham Accords were really historic, and Trump did not get enough credit for it. He was actually able to make normalized peace with Israel and the UAE, with Israel and Morocco, with Israel and Bahrain, and in fact, we're on the way to normalize relations with Saudi Arabia, because the best way everyone benefits is through peace, through normalized relations and capitalism. That's how you get quiet, when everyone can self-actualize and benefit. So again, there were
Right.
no
So why
wars
was
under Trump.
Yeah.
Trump,
So
in
why
fact,
was he?
brought
Why
peace,
was he?
and it's not
Why,
done. Trump bought.
why was he bombing the shit out of Saudi Arabia?
Well, it's hard to have a conversation with you when you ask me a question and then you mute me.
Yeah. So why? Yeah. So it quite literally says here under foreign policy, Donald Trump was dropping bombs at unprecedented levels. So why was he bombing the shit? Not at Saudi Arabia, Afghanistan. Why was he bombing the shit
Isn't
out
it
of them?
interesting how you just completely said the wrong country? He wasn't bombing the shit out of Afghanistan.
It's not. It's
In
actually.
fact,
It's
he
actually
was,
not that crazy.
It's well, I guess. Okay, well, some could be
Like,
offended if they were from Saudi Arabia.
I actually super don't give a fuck. It doesn't matter. He was
right,
still
you
bombing.
don't give a fuck when it doesn't affect you, but when you do give,
You
a
don't
fuck
give a
when-
fuck if it doesn't affect you. You were flippant about children starving to death.
It's convenient
You
to
were
you
just
how it's okay
flippant.
to mess two countries up.
You were just
But
flippant.
it's because you don't give a fuck.
You were
But
literally.
if I make a point,
honey. You were literally just flippant on children starving to death.
again, I don't know why you keep muting me.
And also, you just said Saudi Arabia. I'm just thinking about what you're saying.
Okay, so again, children, I was making a factual point.
You were flippant
that
about the
children
starvation of
continue
children.
to be starved.
And you were flippant, and you said it to try to devalue what I said.
I'm not. I'm not.
This is
but-
what psychopaths do.
Wow. So we can't have a conversation without you calling me names, right?
I didn't call you a name. I said this is what
You
psychopaths
just called
do.
me a psychopath because I was making
said
a
this is-
fact
I said
that
this is what
children are
psychopaths do.
suffering everywhere in America too. I mean,
Right. So when I say,
oh my God,
so when
I can't even finish a point.
Oh my God, stop crying. Put the fucking Marlowe down. So when I say that he was responsible for children in Yemen dying in troves, and you say, well, children die every day. You were trying to
you meant
delegitimize
Afghanistan.
children
Did you mean
dying.
Afghanistan? I swear you continue to say the wrong country. It's unbelievable. How
What
is
country
Trump
did he bomb the most?
responsible? How is Trump responsible? Please educate me on children in Yemen dying in droves. Go ahead. I'll wait.
Right. So Donald Trump's administration played a role and contributed to the ongoing humanitarian crisis, including starvation in Yemen during the civil war, primarily through his policies
they
involving
played a
support.
role. How vague.
Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get not vague. It's called sentence structure.
No, do you
through
not
his-
understand what's going
it's
on
called,
in
it's
Yemen?
called,
I don't
it's called sentence structure. Can I read it? It's called sentence structure.
Okay. So I don't
Right.
think
So
you know what's going on.
the way sentences work is they start off vague and then they get specific. Okay. Anyway, so let's go ahead and read this. Miles, get a muzzle on the dog. So like I was saying before, in Yemen during the civil war, primarily through his policies involving support for Saudi Arabia and military actions, the key ways in which his policies impacted it is support for the Saudi-led coalition. The civil war in Yemen began in 2015. The Saudi Arabia leading coalition against the, I don't know how to pronounce their name, rebels, who had taken control of large parts of Yemen, including the capital, Sana'a, and the United States, including the Trump administration, provided logistical and military support to the Saudi-led coalition. They gave them arms sales. There was intelligence support. There was a blockade which caused the starvation. So his support of this particular coalition allowed them to be able to blockade Yemen, therefore causing the starvation of what is it? Was it millions of Yemenese children? So yeah.
Yeah, so it wasn't Trump's fault that there were tons of Yemenis children starving.
Donald Trump administration consistently sided with the Saudi Arabia as a part of their broader geopolitical strategy in the Middle East. So he sided with them on them blockading
children. It was
he played a key role into their ability to do so. Okay. Thanks so much for the for you. I'm sorry for you. Thanks so much for the money gun.
Okay, so again, the reason why Trump has more of allegiance to Saudi Arabia because there's two different types of.
I don't really care whether or not he has more of an allegiance to Saudi Arabia.
Because
I don't care about this. He supported starving children.
So so let me ask you a question. And you can look this up yourself. Do you realize there's 350,000 children unaccounted for at the border in America because of open
This
borders?
motherfucker doesn't care. I don't know why. I don't like you refuse to disavow this man in any fucking way. in any fucking way. They refuse to go over this. They fucking refuse to go over this. Be fucking be so for real. Be so for real. What the fuck? They think he's like a god. They genuinely think he's a god. It's a fucking cult. The man in his administration quite literally supported the starvation of Yemeni children, and they're just like, yeah, there are children missing at the border. Who put them in cages? Anyway, let's go on to the next person. What a fucking joke. Also, it's 3 p.m., so maybe I do like an extra 30 minutes. Like, what the fuck? How is this not cult behavior? How old are you? Oh my god, let's go on to the next person. I'll give it a second. We'll get some more debates in. Oh my god. It is 3 p.m., so I might end it after this next debate, y'all. Oh my goodness. Let's go on to the next person. I need a nap. Oh my god. Purple Kool-Aid. I mean, I wish they actually drank that shit. Hi, how old are you?
27.
Are you driving?
Nope.
Are you voting for Donald Trump?
Oh, yeah.
Why is that?
Because he's just better.
I know you think that. The question is why.
Because he is.
All right, let's go on to the next person. This guy's insentient. Let's go on to the next person. This guy's... I don't... This guy's insane. Oh, Neil, thank you so much for the $5 cash up. I appreciate you. That guy just wasn't sentient. Oh my god, I can't find food anywhere in Minecraft, man. Hi, how old are you?
26.
Okay, are you voting for Donald Trump?
Yes, ma'am.
Why is that?
So I'll just say that I'm a veteran, and I feel like Trump really passed a lot of policies to help veterans, especially with education and VA healthcare, and that's why I'm voting for him.
You're voting for a rapist for that?
Yeah, I don't know what that has to do with what I said, but yeah.
Because you're inviting a level of violence onto yourself by saying that just because this person has benefited you in some way because you're in the military, which is also fucking insane. Because you're in the military and this person has like helped you in a particular way, they can walk into your house, grape your loved ones, but as long as they maintain your military benefits, you would still vote for them.
Right. I don't know why you're pivoting. I was talking
that
about
that wasn't a pivot. That was my argument.
And education benefits, and you're talking about him being a racist.
That wasn't a pivot. That was me addressing your argument.
But you addressed it by calling him a rapist. Like, can we get back on what I said, or
is what I said false?
No, I'm never gonna
okay then.
argue against that.
So then I did address it because I'm asking you.
Well, no, because I'm talking about
why him being a rapist. It's not me pointing to another thing. It's me saying that your logic here is that as long as this person maintains your rights in this particular act, that they are able to grape someone, and you would allow them to be able to do that because they increase your VA benefits.
Well, first of all, I never said that I'm going to allow him to do anything. You
quite literally would, because you'd vote for him to be in power. So like, it's not a deal breaker for you. So that's the question I asked you.
I don't know where you're getting that from me saying that.
Are you not voting for Donald Trump?
I am.
Okay, then it's not a deal breaker for you. So because you were able to receive these particular benefits, and that is not a deal breaker for you, you're saying that you would allow him to be able to commit these types of atrocities. But as long as you get, this particular benefit, then all's well.
Okay, like I said, I completely agree that he did some bad shit with raping and all that.
It's
However,
not just some bad shit.
Okay,
but I'm talking about that.
I said
that's not a pivot. I'm addressing your argument. That's literally not a pivot.
You're not, because I only talked about.
That's literally not a pivot.
I would like to finish, honestly.
You made an argument and I responded to it.
You responded it with something that had nothing to do with what I said, though.
It literally did, though. I quite literally said that because this is not a deal breaker for you, because you receive these types of benefits, you are complicit in the fact that he is indeed a rapist. Okay. That's me directly addressing your argument.
Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I talked about how I'm voting him because he passed a lot of policies for veterans with healthcare, unemployment, and disability. I
Right,
don't
so why
understand
is
why you went all the way to.
I didn't go all the way anywhere. I'm asking you why, as a veteran, why sexual abuse is not a deal breaker for you. Like, why you would sacrifice like women's right to be able to choose whether or not they even have sex with someone. Elijah, thank you so much for the $10 cash app. Why you're willing to sacrifice a woman's right to be able to choose whether or not she has sex with a man just because you get some extra VA benefits. Also, you already do have good VA benefits, and
Okay,
also,
like I said-
but also, right? Since you're like being like a pussy, I don't know why, because you're in the fucking military.
How am I being a
You
pussy?
do realize, because you don't want to address my argument and you're running. So let's actually stop talking. Stop talking. No one cares. Stop talking. No one cares. So yeah, Donald Trump has a long history of like disrespecting like military, especially veterans, particularly like injured veterans. So why would you want to vote for someone like that as well? You think again that like a person should be able to disrespect you if they like give you something like for example, like do you think it's okay for parents to like berate their children simply because simply because they give their children a home to stay in? Do you think that's like moral? Do you think that's okay? Can you answer that now?
All right, I'd like to go back to what I was talking about before you went on this rail about raping and all this stuff.
I literally didn't leave the conversation. Like I literally, like, you're the one. You have an echo. Like, you're the one running from my argument. I am fully addressing your argument, and you're running from mine. Like, what's going on, dude? Can you lock in, like, for once in your life?
Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time because I don't think you fully got it. I said that I'm gonna vote for him because I enjoyed all the benefits he gave veterans and all this stuff. You went on this whole, whatever about rapists and children and all this stuff. I would like to talk about the policy he passed for veterans.
Right. So do you think it's okay for like a parent who's, oh my God, scroll out of the app and come back because you have a fucking echo. Do you think it's okay for parents, like, just because they give their children like housing and shelter, they should be able to like talk shit about their children? Do you think that's like okay? Do you think that's like an okay thing for a parent to do?
I'm sorry, I came back. Can you repeat that one more time?
Right. Do you think it's okay for like if a parent, as long as they give their kid like a home and shelter, they should be able to like speak terribly about their children? Do you think that's like an okay thing?
When did Trump do that, though?
Right. So Donald Trump has a long history of disrespecting veterans. He said that injured veterans in parades make America look weak. He commonly makes fun of John McCain, who was a veteran who was kidnapped and tortured. So, he said that they make him queasy. He called you losers and suckers, that you get nothing out of being a veteran.
So I'm guessing that what you're saying by the losers and suckers is talking about the World War I veterans.
It doesn't fucking matter, though. He was talking about veterans.
Well, it is, because it was his chief of staff. Said that, and Donald Trump denied these claims. So I don't know why you're.
Donald Trump denies a lot of things. Donald Trump denied that he sexually abused E. Jean Carroll. So, and yeah,
okay, but
look at that legally liable motherfucker right there.
Okay, but he denied the allegations of him calling veterans suckers and losers.
I don't give a fuck if he denied it, right? Yeah, hold on. Right, so there's also clips of him making fun of like John McCain. Do you think that's okay?
Well, I feel like at that time he was a political enemy, and his
then you think it's okay to make fun of veterans now? The fact that he can't raise his hand because they kept breaking it.
Well, again, I'm gonna say it again. He only said it because he was his political.
Get the fuck out of my live. What a fucking traitor asshole. Anyway, traitor asshole. Yeah, no. Not all military men are made equal, because some of you motherfuckers are, and I'm not even dealing with that. I'm not even gonna go. I'm like, I don't care if John McCain was being used as a political pawn. He made fun of the fact that the man was tortured. That's what crazy people do. That's what crazy people do. That's what someone who like doesn't care whether or not you live or die does. Like, you should be, like, as a military person, you should be fucking, like, insane, like, unfathomably angry that John McCain, who sacrificed his life for this country and then was able to come back alive after being tortured, it is valid for Donald Trump to speak about him that way because he feels he's using him as a political pawn. Yeah, no. Anyway, I'm gonna end the live here, y'all. Because I'm a little eepy. I'm approaching my eepy time. But yeah, I'm gonna end it here. I think it's important. I am pretty mad about that. I think it's important for you to be mad. I think when someone makes fun of a torture victim and you don't get mad, you're a psychopath and you should go to the doctor. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end the live here. Like a lot of y'all are just like straight up psychopaths. Love you all so much. I might be back on later today. But yeah, I'm gonna take a quick break, get some din, or get put down. It's crazy. I'm gonna get some din and take a little bit of a nap, and then maybe I'll be back doing debates later today. So yeah, I love you guys so much. And I'll see you guys later. Okay? Thank you all so much. I hate McDonald's. Bye!